Mm. Mm. Okay,
Okay, we are ready.
we are ready. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the city of West Palm or city of Lake Worth Beach. Got to remember what room I'm in. Code Enforcement Special Magistrate hearing for Thursday, July 25th, 2024. According to Verizon, it's 9:08, so we can get started. My name's Doug McGibbon. The first thing I'm going to do is swear everyone in. So everyone who's going to testify, raise your right hand, say I do, and we're done. Does everyone swear or affirm the testimony they're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say I do.
I do.
Everyone does. Good. I'll probably end up doing that a couple more times as more strays wander in, but it's a good way to get started. Most of our cases here will be violation cases. When you hear your name, you'll come up to the front and they'll show you some documentation and they'll present their case. You get to question their witnesses if you wish, and you get to present whatever evidence you wish. We also have some lien reduction cases. I guess those people have already been through the violation process and a fine assessment process, and they're asking for relief. So normally they go first. And I see they are the start of the agenda, so we can get started. Who's first?
We're going to go to page 14 of the agenda,
Okay,
item number 58. This is case number 23-1985. I take, is
okay.
that right? I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that is. Okay. My apologies. Case number 23-1985, property address of 616 Wright Drive. Property owner is David Kislak Company, LLC, horticulturist McGrew.
The address and property owner has been read into the record. On January 31st, 2024, I inspected 616 Wright Drive and observed that one ficus tree with a diameter at breast height of 24 inches was improperly pruned in a manner commonly known as hat racking. Measurements and photos were taken and added to the case file. The property owner was notified by the violation by certified mail. I communicated with the property manager, May, through phone calls and emails about the violation and possible remedies. In May of 2024, there was a conference call with the Assistant Director Bryant, Officer Hicks, Officer McGrew, the property manager, and the property owner. Staff agreed to postpone the case until the July 25th, 24 hearing, special magistrate hearing, in an effort to assist the owner with voluntary compliance. On Wednesday, May 25th, I met with the property owner to discuss the violation. During the site visit, I explained to the property owner why they received the violation, and how to remedy the violation. The respondent has entered into a contract with Zimmerman Tree Service for the implementation of a 5-year tree restoration plan, which was accepted by the city. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail February 7th. It was received on February 16th. The property was posted on March 14th, 2014 for the June hearing. It was posted originally at City Hall and the property on February 8th. It was administratively postponed from the April 25th, 2024 hearing to the July 25th, 2004 hearing. The property was re-inspected on July 12th and found to be in non-compliance. The respondent has entered into a contract with Zimmerman Tree Service for the implementation of a 5-year tree restoration plan, which was accepted by the city, that includes yearly status hearings. The actual date of the compliance shall be the date following the completion of the 5-year restoration plan. City's requesting the administrative costs of $425.29 be paid by August 29th, 2024.
Okay.
And the owners have entered into an agreed order that Krista has.
No, I have it.
You have it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, not there.
Nope.
No, that-
That was the secretary. Up here. I love agreed orders, so I will
So do
not
we.
stand in anyone's way when everyone's agreeing to this. So
Do you guys have anything to add?
granted, agreed. And you're
Do you
done.
have anything to know? Okay.
That's it.
Not at all.
Have a good morning.
Thank you.
14, agreed order.
Is that the,
That's those together. We had to check for you for the administrative fee, but I think we left it to be cut already.
okay, thank you. Okay, we're going to go to page 13 of the agenda, item number 54, case number 23-2194, property address of 912 South Ridge Street. Property owner is Alejandro Miranda Garcia and Emilio de Jesus Miranda Garcia. Officer Jones.
Thank you, sir. Tell me all about it.
Good morning, Code Officer Charles Jones with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Property case number, property and address, owner's name has been read already into the record. Property location 112 South Ridge Street. Case was initiated on 11/27/2023. Excuse me. Reason for a citizen's complaint: existing violation 12-17, storage and accumulation. Remove garbage cans and recycle containers from public view. 2-75.6.2, general requirements. Repair damaged soffit screens on property. 23.2-21, building requirements. Apply for, obtain, and pick up permits for windows, carport enclosed, and installation of aluminum fence. 23.4-19, outdoor storage. Remove all outdoor storage from property. 23.4-10A3, parking prohibited. Remove all vehicles parked on landscape.
Cameron.
23.6-1, M5, tree preservation, landscape. And for that violation, I'm gonna bring up horticulturalist Dave McGrew.
You've been sworn. Please testify. Excuse me.
So our research in this case, Officer Jones observed that 2 trees were removed without a permit sometime between June of 2022 and March of 2024. I identified the trees as a ficus tree with an estimated diameter at breast height of 17 inches and an oak tree with an estimated diameter at breast height of 9 inches. In order to comply with the violation, the property owner must pay the base rate penalty of $4,400 and plant 9 3-inch caliper shade trees on site where the property cannot accommodate the tree replacement on a DBH caliper per inch basis. In lieu fee shall be deposited in the tree canopy restoration fund for those trees with a condition rating greater than 50%. The in lieu fee is calculated per DBH inch for each tree that cannot be mitigated by replacement.
And at this time, all other violations have been complied. A reinspection on March 4th, 2024, and on April 8th, 2024, found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation of hearing was issued via certified mail on April 11th, 2024. Certified mail not received. Posted at property and at City Hall on April 12th, 2024. Last reinspection was on July 23, 2024, found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact with owner, no personal contact with owner, sorry. 2-17, storage and accumulation. 23.4-10A3, parking prohibited. Recommendation time, July 31st, 2024. For 23.4-11A, prohibited vehicles. 2-75.2.6.2, general requirements. 23.4-19, outdoor storage. Recommendation time, August 12th, 2024. For violations, 23.2-21, building permit. 23.6-1, M5, tree preservation. Recommendation time is 10/25/2024. Plus administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by by October 25th, 2024. Plus $50 per day.
Okay. Anything further on that?
That's it.
Do we have anyone on that case?
No, we just called it because of the horticulturist
Okay.
testimony. No respondent.
No respondent, then your relief is granted. Go.
We still sign in if we showed up a little late.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go to page 8 of the agenda. Item number 31, case number 24-1139, property address of 339 Cornell Drive. Property owner is Commons at College Park LLC, Officer Dale.
Thank you. Cornell.
Officer Leticia Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This is a repeat case that was initiated by Officer Orlando Curate. The case was initiated as a repeat case on July 3rd, 2024 for violations 23.4-7, maintenance of the parking lots. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on July 8th, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on July 8th, 2024. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner and the property manager. The order has been attached to the case file for repeat case number 22-2019, citing violations 23.4-7, which was initiated on September 15th, 2023, and went to hearing on April 27, 2023, and ordered compliance by May 25th, 2023, or pay a $100 per day fine. The violation was resolved on May 26, 2023. No fines were accrued. The owner was allowed to install a temporary fence, and the current fencing was only allowed to stay until November 21st, 2023. And there is an email correspondence from the city and the owner. At this time, the city is requesting a fine of $250 per day from July 8th, 2024 to July 23rd, 2024, for a total of 15 days, totaling an amount of $3,750.
All right. Your turn. Tell us who you are first.
Mr. Palladino, if you're going to speak, will you speak into the mic for me?
David Palladino and Ron today and Chris Fleming.
Okay. And tell us your side.
Dave's gonna do the talking. Dave, for a second anyway. Ron has owned this lot for a long time and since approximately 2004. And he has spent approximately $20,000 in vacant registration fees, just to give you a background. Around 2021, people were parking in this parking lot. It used to be the old patio restaurant. We had it posted, but we really didn't have the heart to have people's cars towed away, hardworking people in the neighborhood. But so we put a temporary fence up, and that worked. It for 6 months, whatever. Now no one parks there anymore. But then the city said, we want this parking lot striped and the bumpers done. And on a lot that he has spent around $20,000 and to keep it a vacant registration that he's not allowed to use. So this is just something that we wanted to tell you about. If there's any way of helping us with this $3,000 fine on a lot that we're asked to stripe, that we paid around $20,000 over the years to register as vacant, that we can't use.
Okay. No, not at all. And you're David Palladino. Is this downtown, uptown, David? Doug McGibbon, we condemned all your property.
Not good.
Yeah, probably 25, 30 years ago. Thank you.
This is the wrong proceeding.
Oh, go
yeah.
ahead.
Yolanda Bryant, City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance.
these lots have been an issue for the city for a very long time. We've worked with Ms. Palladino with trying to keep the lots in compliance. He'll bring them into compliance and they go out of compliance continuously, which is what generated the repeat violation case. So we want to be clear that the city have exhausted every opportunity to work with Ms. Palladino as far as maintaining these lots and staying in compliance and being a good neighbor to the neighbors around him. So we just want to make that clear on record as well. Thank
Okay. All right, so we have a temporary fence that is or is not up. Is it gone now?
Right.
Okay. And, all right, and we have a property that's it's a vacant, what is that?
It's a
Vacant registry or something, which means you can't use it.
I'm Chris Flynn. I'm the agent on this, trying to sell the property, but it is a development piece. So we're, striping a parking lot. I understand I have to be a good neighbor here, but the whole idea is to get this thing sold and something developed on the property in the short term. We have some people looking at it, but we don't have it, nothing imminently happening. But that's the goal of this property.
Okay. So,
Excuse me, I have one other thing to say.
sure.
We've always been a good neighbor. And I've worked with the city, through many years, through all these times, And when the city had the hurricanes, they used my property to put all the debris on it, all the big piles of brush before they could take it out. And they did this every major hurricane and I didn't object to it. I was a good respondent. When the city was putting all the new sidewalks in along Cornell all the way down, the contractors used my parking lot to park all their equipment and everything else. And I didn't require no funding because I can't charge anything because it violates my insurance, my liability. But I let them all park when they were doing the paving on all the properties there on the streets. I let all the pavers stay there. The police used my entranceway there to monitor the traffic on Dixie. And also the police with the horses used my property to unload the horses off the trailers and everything else. So my property over these years has been used more by the city than by myself, and I never required these people to do anything for me. I didn't throw them off, I was, I don't know. I don't talk very good, but,
Yeah. No, it just sounds like, there needs to be a permanent fence where the temporary fence was in order to keep everyone out.
and we don't have anybody coming in there.
Yeah,
We haven't had, since that temporary fence came down, we didn't have to call in one tow truck to take anybody out. It broke that.
but according to the testimony of the code enforcement officers, there's people that have been parking there, which is now the repeat violation because you had prior violations.
But not recently. There's been no parking there recently.
I think repeat violations are normally what, a 5-year deal here?
Yes,
Normally everywhere.
Within
you
5
have-
years.
If
5
you
years
have
or
a
less.
violation for the parking, and you must have because there was a temporary fence that needed to be put up. You cured that time, and now we're back to the same situation, and you need another fence,
So,
basically, or not, or you can just
Excuse
sit
me.
there and park somebody there to,
They're not calling for a fence. They called for the restriping of the lot.
Well-
which we did.
yeah, but right now they're saying that there's people that are parking there. Is that right?
At the current time, we've had Yolanda Bryan, City of Lake Worth Beach. We've had 18-wheelers parked there. We had people from other businesses parking on the lot. And we asked them to rope it in. We met with Ms. Palladino and gave them suggestions as to how to comply. We asked them, so the previous building official allowed them to put up a temporary fence, but temporarily. Now the fence has since been removed. We have not witnessed any vehicles on there, but we witnessed overgrowth, trash and debris. And that's part of the violations as well. They're not maintaining those lots.
All
That's
right,
what our
so-
issues are.
All right, parking, and we have code violation for maintenance of the parking lots.
And
They're
they've
not
done that. They've
maintained.
complied that. They
So-
put the parking stripes and the parking stops. They just did that when,
We did everything.
like Friday. They,
So they're just
just did
late
it.
doing it. is that-
yes, but the overgrowth is pretty much continuous.
Okay,
So we just need them to maintain the lots, not just comply, but maintain the lots. That's what we're asking them to do as a city.
Okay.
And we have a program now. You know, it was pretty hard with the COVID and everything, you know, we lost a lot of people, you know, and I've been here 20 years with this, you know, it's only been recently that we've had these issues, you know, and I try to take care of this stuff, you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to be here, you know, I want to. You know?
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's what I need to hear.
All right, well, I'm sitting up here in front of everybody going, okay, what do I do here?
Okay.
It's like, I've got a $3,750 fine that you want,
Mm-hmm.
and he wants less. I'm sort of like, do I just sort of jump to the fine reduction here or just?
Just remember, it's a repeat case.
Yeah.
We want to keep that in mind. That's all the city is asking.
I'm more tending to just do the fine and let you come back for a lien reduction hearing,
We can do that.
because that's the way the process works the best. So let me do the $3,750 fine with the understanding that I'll probably, or someone will probably see you in a month or two for a fine reduction hearing where you can argue all of these other things that I really can't consider right now because procedurally I'm not there yet. Okay, so I will grant the $3,750 fine with no continuing,
That's fine.
and you'll come back with a reduction request and you'll show us how well you've maintained the property.
Special
right.
magistrate, I'd like to also include that there's an admin fee of $425.29 as well that needs to be included.
Redo that number, 42 what?
425,
425.
29.
29, okay. I was getting 25 and 29 backwards. All right, so $3,750 in fines with no continuing and admin fees of $425.29, and we will see you again. Okay?
Hopefully we'll see you.
All
Nope,
right.
you're not leaving yet. Remember, you got another you got the adjacent property, got another case.
Oh, is that 32?
Yes, sir. So item number 32, case number 24-1156, property address of 2302 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is Commons at College Park LLC, Officer Dale.
Now, this property is all one big lot, it's all connected. Yeah, it's different parcels, but if you look at it, it's just one.
Right. Unfortunately, the legality of separate parcels is what gets you separate cases.
We're starting the process to combine these unity of title, so we don't have this issue, but
Yeah, that's a city council thing, not
yes,
a
it is. No, I
code
understand. Just
enforcement
letting you
thing.
know that
So,
the process
all right.
we're gonna try.
So this is pretty much going to be duplicative of the last one, I assume. You have service here by posting, and
It is.
go ahead.
Officer Leticia Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's address, name and case number has been read into the file. This case was initiated as a repeat case by Officer Orlando Currit on July 5th, 2024 as an internal complaint. The violations were 23.4-7 for maintenance of the parking lot. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on July 10th, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on July 12th, 2024. There has been photographs of the property taken showing the violations and personal contact with the property owner. The order has been attached to the case file for repeat case number 22-2003, citing violations 23.4-7, which was initiated on November 21st, 2022, and went to hearing on April 27, 2023, and ordered compliance by May 25th, 2023, or pay a $100 per day fine. The violation was resolved on May 26, 2023, and no fines were accrued. The owner was allowed to install temporary fencing, and the current fencing was only allowed to stay until November 21st, 2023. At this time, the city is requesting a fine of $250 per day from July 10th, 2024 to July 23rd, 2024, and an admin fee of $425.29. The daily fine is for a total of 13 days, totaling an amount of $3,250.
Okay, and the same responses of everything. Guess who gets to be logically consistent? So I will find the fine in the amount of $3,250, no continuing, admin costs of $425.29, and you can combine your lien reduction requests when you get your orders in. Thank you very much. Nice seeing you too, David.
Okay, we are going to page 11. I'm sorry, 10. Item number 41, case number 24-1155, property address of 225 South F Street. Property owner is CMFG Properties LLC, Officer Domingo.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning to everybody. Case number, owner's name, and owner's address have already been read into the record. Case was initiated on July 5th, 2024, as a repeat case. During a field observation, all violations have been complied as of July 24th, 2024. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on July 17th, 2024. Certified mail is in transit, posted at property and city hall on July 11th, 2024. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact has been made with the property owner. Order has been attached to the case file for repeat case number 193932 for violations 2-75.6.2, 2-75.9, 12-17, 12-18, which was initiated on November 6th, 2019, and went to hearing on February 27th, 2020. In order compliance by April 13th, 2020, or pay fines of $100 per day. Property was in non-compliance for a total of 128 days and $100 per day fines, giving a total amount of $12,800. At this time, a fine of $250 per day has been assessed from July 5th, 2024 to date of full compliance, which is July 24th, 2024. Property ran in fines for 18 days to date at $250 per day, totaling an amount of $4,500 plus an administrative fee of $425.29.
Okay,
Good morning. I just wanted to, my name is Helen Rodriguez and I'm the property manager. I recently met Carlos and I understand he's new with the city. I have met some other code enforcement officers prior to him. And I recently started managing the property 2 years ago. I wasn't personally aware of the original violation in 2019, which literally were like shy of a few months before the 5-year considered, repeat violation.
right.
And I understand. However, when we got the notification of the hearing on July 5th, between July 5th and July 24th, we got everything taken care of, and I just represent the owner and, ultimately we are really working hard to improve the property. We actually did a, what address is this for again?
This is for
225.
225, yeah.
225, okay. So for 225, we actually just renovated the whole building from top to bottom and probably spent over $500,000 in getting those properties up to par. And they're currently fully occupied and we're just trying to recover the income that we just, expensed. However, because of this violation, we still went ahead and complied. So regardless, we're gonna do whatever it takes to get it done.
So here's my problem, and you saw it in the last case with the last people. Right now, you're at the fine assessment stage, and it's not really a reduction hearing, but you're arguing basically it should be reduced. And you have some very good arguments, but we're really not there right now. So what I have to do right now is I have to enter the order for the $4,500. Is that right?
Yes.
Plus the $425.29 in administrative costs.
Yes.
And then you can come back for a lien reduction hearing and show all of these things, and please bring receipts and everything.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, that way, because I've I can tell you, I normally reduce these things 70-80% when people have appeared, complied, and put forth effort.
I
So,
understand, and in 2019, I wasn't the manager, and I don't know, I can't speak back in 2019.
right, I just,
And unfortunately, I believe no one showed up to the hearing,
no,
so, you know,
that's why that it matters when you look at the orders and it says
yeah,
did appear,
yeah,
because that means,
yeah,
you know,
of course.
at least for violation hearings, I can give additional time.
Mhm.
Fine hearings, I'm kind of stuck with, here's the violation, here's the dates that it's been fixed or not fixed, and
Mhm.
I just have to sort of roll with that. Then we get to the lien reduction, I can actually do something again.
Okay,
All right, so 4,500 plus the 425.29 is granted. Okay.
Yes.
will I get copies of these?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
everyone.
Don't leave, we got your other address.
Okay,
Okay, so now we're gonna go to page 11, item 42, case number 24-1164, property address of 227 South F Street, property owner is CMFG Properties LLC, Officer Domingo.
Carlos with the City of Lakewood Beach, code compliance, case number, owner's name, and owner's address have already been read into the record. Case was initiated on July 5th, 2024 as a repeat case and a field observation. There is one existing violation, which is 2.75.6.2. Apply for, no, that's not it. I'm sorry. That's 1432. Apply for and obtain a City of Lakewood Beach business license, owner CMFG Properties LLC. And 1435, which is schedule and passing use and occupancy inspection, owner CMFG Properties LLC. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on July 17th, 2024. Certified mail is in transit. Posted at property and city hall on July 11th, 2024. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact has been made with the property owner. Order has been attached to the case file for repeat case number 193933 for violations 2-75.6.2, 1217, 1218, 14-32, 14-35, which is initiated on November 6, 2019, and went to hearing on February 27th, 2020. And order compliance by April 13th, 2020, or pay fines of $75 per day. Property was in non-compliance for a total of 37 days at $75 per day. Fines given a total amount of $2,775. At this time, a $250 per day fine will be assessed from July 5th, 2024 until date of full compliance. To date, the property has not been complied. Property has been running in fines for 19 days to date at $250 per day, totaling an amount of $4,750 plus an administrative fee of $425.29.
All right, so the property is not in compliance.
Not in full compliance.
Okay, so it's going to be a continuing fine until it comes into
can
compliance.
I know what the for 227, what is the non-compliance, thing again?
Schedule use and occupancy and
Correct,
the business
okay.
license. Yeah.
So just, you know, I understand it's non-compliant. However, I was crazy busy trying to get everything else ready. I forgot to call. I will call today.
Okay.
It's just a phone call. Unfortunately, he told me that I have to call in the number because they issue a code that he needs so that he could do the inspection, despite the fact that he was actually at the property and complied us for literally right next door. He unfortunately could not do the inspection for me, so I just have to do a phone call.
Okay, well, you'll see, I'll see you again, or someone will see you again for the lien reduction hearing, but right now it's $4,750 plus continuing at
$425.29.
and $425.29 and then admin fees.
Yeah.
Okay,
which
Thank
is-
you.
thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go to page 2 of the agenda, item number 8, case number 24-336, property address of 1509 North J Terrace. Property owner is Thomas L. Miller, Officer Bryant. Item 8.
Item 8. All right, violation hearings, nice.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The owner's case number, address, and name have already been read into the record. The case was initiated on 2/21/2024 as an internal code complaint. The existing violations of the property are 23.4-4 fences, walls, and gates. Please remove all unapproved fence material from all areas of property to include plastic/plexiglass in the rear of property closest to the alley, or obtain a permit for the fence approved by the building division. Issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 2/27/2024, re-inspected on 3/28/2024, found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 3/29/2024, certified mail received on 6/28/2024, posted at property and at City Hall 7/1/2024. Last re-inspection was on 7/24/2024, found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. I have had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time is August 30th, 2024, or fine $50 per day. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by August 30th, 2024.
All right, sir, and you are?
My name is Tom Miller and I'm the property owner. Frank's been very cooperative in working with me and I appreciate that. So we have a 50-yard fence on the back of our property. It faces an alley. I think the posts are, I'm told are okay. What's in question is the material between the posts on the fence. And it's basically, this is acrylic. It's plastic, which you'll see the plastic fences all over town. They just look different than this fence does. And I did pull up the specs from the city site, and it does say vinyl, fiberglass, or similar material. So I'm feeling like this is definitely a similar material. We've used it before. This is a picture of a fence that we used in West Palm Beach in 2008, and it's fine. It looks
Okay.
It's still in very good condition, so I feel like it's environmentally more friendly than a wood fence. And and this is the picture of the fence as it is. And what basically it comes down to the question of this material between the posts. We're just trying to expand the boundaries, not expand, but legally within the confines of what's allowed. This is my property, so I have to look at it every day. I'd rather look at this translucent material than a wood fence, because the wood fence doesn't allow as much light in. We did the fence that we did in West Palm Beach was in Architectural Digest. So a little feather on that. But,
Okay, well,
anyway, so that's our case, is that we feel that this material does fall in the category of what's presented here of, vinyl, fiberglass, or similar material.
okay. So born and raised in South Florida, been through billions of hurricanes. Parents live in South Miami during Andrew, all that kind of stuff. So I'm really up on the South Florida building code. And most of these plastic fences you see along our lovely byways, I have a neighbor with one next door to me. The light reflects off of it really well, too well, but they're all engineered. They all have engineering reports that say these will stand up to a certain wind load and they won't go flying into your neighbor's properties during a storm. Now, if you can get this permitted by August 30th, is that what you're requesting? Then it'll stay, but you got to get that through the building department. That's really not a code enforcement issue. Right now, code enforcement is saying this is a non-traditional, non-approved, probably not engineered material. And you also have to include the fact that it has to show the attachment points so it can see if it can handle a wind load. So those are all things you can try to do with the city, but that's beyond the scope of a code enforcement hearing and my powers as a special magistrate.
Also, sorry for interrupting. I also want to point out that our posts are just 4 feet apart instead of the traditional 8 feet apart.
Yeah,
So
well,
that's to the stability.
no, and it does help. I mean, when I built my fence out in Royal Palm, they're supposed to be 8 feet apart. I decided to put them 6 feet apart because I wanted a little bit more stability. Jeannie and Francis came by and blew down everyone's fences, and now the code is 4 feet apart, which is what you have now. But I don't know that, what the building department's going to do with your fence request. I mean, if they approve it, you're good. If they don't, you need to get it down by the 30th so you don't face a fine.
Well, okay, my follow-up question would be, would I be allowed to keep that fence, my fence, on my side of the posts if I put a complying material on the back side?
And that sounds like a building department question. We have anyone to answer that? Yeah. I mean, basically, it sounds like you're just going to leave an aesthetic fence in front of.
Barry Schultz, building official, City of Lake Worth Beach. His permit is currently in planning and zoning for review. He's on his third submission, it looks like, because they had comments on it. The material is being approved or not approved is mostly has to do with our LDRs, what's approved for materials or not. So he's working through the process. If they can't approve it, the most recent submission was July 17th, I believe, is what we have as the date. So we'll have to see how planning and zoning for building, we're fine with the construction. It's just a matter of whether it meets our LDRs in planning and zoning.
Okay, so this sounds like it might take a little bit more than August 30th, though, does it? This building doesn't seem to have a problem.
I would say it would probably take more than 30 days to get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Completed.
You're requesting an August 30th date, and I'm trying to, if he's already in the process and he has his third app in and he's coasting along with you guys.
I'm trying
Maybe,
to be client in as prompt as.
yeah,
prompt as I
maybe
can.
September-ish would be better.
Give him 60.
Give him 60 days. And that's just because I know that it usually takes weeks for anything to get through a municipal process, even a standard easy building permit stuff. So, all right. So give me a date in September. What date do you like then?
September 30th sounds good.
9:30.
Day after the hearing. The hearing's September 29th, so let's do September 28th, 27, 27.
9:27. Okay.
Will I get, will
And
I
that
receive
gives-
notification of that?
Oh, you're going to
Yes.
get that as part of the order that I'm going to sign, right? The 9:27.
Correct. You'll get a copy of the order, and also you are allowed to request an extension prior to that, as long as you do it prior to that date. If you feel like you're not gonna make it in time, then you would come to our office, request an extension prior to the fines accruing, and then you would be put on the next agenda.
I feel, when I'm waiting at, this department.
I'm planning and zoning.
Is that different from what I need?
Yes.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Yolanda Bryan, City of Lake Worth Beach. I'll give you my card so that we can walk you through the process and get you to the right people. I gave you the September 27th date because in case you need the extension, the hearing is on what, the 30th, the 29th? So you will have time to file for that extension and we can put you on the 29th hearing agenda for your
Okay.
extension. So trying to work with you, but I'll give you my card so we can,
I left my fence. I would love to keep it up, but I want to keep,
it has to be in compliance with the code.
I understand that. I understand.
Okay.
Excuse me, just 1 second. I'm a civil engineer. And you were questioning the engineering of the fence. The material that Mr. Miller used is stronger, thicker than the PVCs that are allowed by the city of Lake Worth Beach.
That's not a question for here. I am not the guy who signs the building permits.
Okay.
So I'm just the guy who signs the code enforcement orders. So not my job.
So my next step will be hearing from the building or being.
You're going to call this young woman who's giving you her
Okay.
card
Getting a
and she
response on
will,
the permit, because the permit is still outstanding.
yeah, she's going to
Yes.
help you go through the system and what you need.
So
So you're gonna call her,
All right.
all right, and they will put you in the right direction at least.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Bryant. Thank you.
Okay. 927, 930, 50 is granted.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, next, please.
Okay. We're going to go to page 14 of the agenda, item number 57, case number 24-1104, property address of 801 12th Avenue South. Property owner is Charles W. Cook Jr. and Brandy Cook, Officer Jones.
Good morning, Code Officer Jones with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Owner's name, owner's address has already been read onto the record. Property location 801 12th Ave South. Reason of violation. Sorry. Violation was field observation. Case was initiated on July 1st, 2024 as a repeat case. Repeat violations have been complied or resolved at this time. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail July 1st, 2024. Certified mail received on July 5th, 2024. Posted at property and at City Hall on July 5th, 2024. Last reinspection was on July 18th, 2024, found to be in compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the owner. The city recommends repeat violation 15-39 abandoned property found at $250 per day, starting on July 1st, 2024 to July 18th, 2024. 18 days at $250 per day, totaling $4,250, plus an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by August 26, 2024.
Okay. Tell us who
Oh,
you are.
not done yet.
Not done?
Sorry.
Okay. What-
Case number 20-1709 was initiated on June 24th, 2020. Case was inspector generated. Notice of violation letter was issued on October 20th, 2020. A violation hearing was held on March 25th, 2021, with the compliance date set for May 25th, 2021. Property owner entered into a stipulated agreement on March 22nd, 2021. Stipulated agreement was approved on March 25th, 2021. And compliance date was set for May 25th, 2021. For 15-39 abandoned property was complied April 19th, 2021. 2-75.11 foreclosure registration was complied May 24th, 2021. At this time, case number 20-1709 was lien released on May 25th, 2021 with no daily fines accrued.
All right, anything further?
That's it.
All right. Tell us who you are.
Hi, my name is Brandy. I'm the property owner. This is my property manager, Hector Devalier. In regard to the vacant registry application, you guys were using outside service for that vacant registry. And when I went to repay for the new year that I would owe, you guys had cut ties with that service. So it was not brought to my attention that you guys, the city of Lake Worth was going to independently be handling the vacant lot registries. And I was not made aware of that until I did get this violation.
Yolanda Bryan, City of Lake Worth Beach. We removed the vacant registry from repeat because we switched over. We didn't cut ties. They went in bankruptcy. So we switched
Yeah.
over and brought it in-house. So we removed that from a repeat violation. So if you notice, he never mentioned that as a repeat. He only mentioned a vehicle as a repeat. Okay,
He didn't just say vehicle, he said vacant lot registry. didn't
that's
say-
what you were cited for, but only the vehicle
That's
is the
from the old days.
repeat.
That was, he was talking about the old case.
Don't read the whole case no more. I'll talk to you about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as far as any vehicles go, we are right there in the corner of 801 12th Avenue South. Our lot is gated in, it's maintained. Unfortunately, when other people, because there's businesses next to us, they continually put vehicles on the property. We have had them towed off. There was a semi truck there. Second time it was there, second time I've had it towed. But we can't stop, even with the tow away signs that say, you know, tow away zone, don't park here. We can't control what the other businesses do. And in that area, there are multiple shops next to us. They just put their cars wherever they feel they want to. So I don't know that they're there. I'm not there every day. You know, it's just a property that we're trying to have under development right now. That process is taking a long time. So I'm not aware of what's there and not always is he. So that's why we're in repeat violation, but they're not our vehicle.
The 18-wheeler we found there was there for months. So,
Again, yeah.
and our ordinance states when you have property in the city of Lake Worth Beach, you should have someone locally maintaining your property so that they can come by and visit and make sure everything is in compliance.
Understood, I understand.
Thank you.
Denying that, just saying that they're not even our vehicles. So as soon as we found out that they were there, they were in violation, we had them removed from the property.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I actually take my fence and put it all the way out to the street, that would be the only way from stopping people leaving abandoned stuff there. Obviously, that's not feasible because it encroaches on the roadway. But to date, all violations have been,
Yeah, well, as of now, but this is my favorite picture down here in the bottom right is, you know, sure, come on up. It's the semi with a good, I don't know, 2 or 3 foot tall set of grass growing. And I know that, you know, this is the tufty grass that has the sort of almost the wheat spray on the top and they grow taller faster, but
Yeah, we had.
you know, that is not like a month. That's many months of,
Yeah, but
so,
it's the type of grass it is with all the rain, it grows very quickly.
yeah, but I'm having a hard time growing my weeds and this thing seems to be growing really well. But the problem becomes you need to spend more time out there going by and seeing who's there so you can call the tow company and you just can't say, we don't show up and they just park there, especially, and that I wouldn't care about if there's just, you know, a van here from the neighbor and it's gone the next day.
right. and again,
But this is the picture of that semi. I mean, that
Right.
pretty much
I've
kills
followed
it.
Companies, but not every company has a rig to tow semis.
This is South Florida. This is the land of, I don't know,
Exactly, and
5 million in Dade and 3 in Broward and close to 1.5 million here. We got big rig tow companies all over the place. This
that's
is,
understandable, but.
So-
I mean, to interrupt you, but you have to have a specific vehicle to tow that rig.
I
And
know
every
exactly what,
Every towing company does a private property impound. So if there's a
Okay.
company that won't do it, that doesn't have a rig, you're kind of stuck.
okay,
So as soon as we found someone that would take it, we did get it removed from the property.
all right. You're not saying that there was not a company to do this. You're just saying you had a hard time finding it.
Yes.
Yes, finding one that will do it as a private property impound with a vehicle, with their own tow truck. Big enough to tow that.
So I find that the testimony of this city is, you know, valid. They've shown that there was a problem with the parking in front, especially with that large vehicle that has all the grass growing up in front of it. So I'm going to find the fine of $4,250 and the admin fees of $425.29. Okay.
And how do we set up for a reduction?
You have to wait for the order to be signed and come back, then you contact the clerk
Admin.
of the board or the admin, and they will get you on an agenda. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go to page 16 of the agenda, item number 9, case number 24-387, property address of 718 South F Street. Property owner is Nicholas Chin, Officer Turek.
Thank you. Oh, big one. 7.
Sue Ella Turek for the city of Lake Worth Beach. Property location 718 South F. The case was initiated by a field observation on 3/6 of 24. The existing violations are as follows: storage and accumulation of trash cans, remove garbage cans and recycle containers from view, garbage, trash, and debris. 1218, remove all garbage, trash, and debris from entire property, remove all inoperable appliances on property. The business license 1432 and the inspection 1435 to schedule and pass the use and occupancy inspection. General requirements 2-75.6.2 to remove dirt, mold, mildew from structure and walkways and driveway, remove buckets of sitting water, remove and repair rotten wood on structure, repair damaged stucco on property and label each unit properly, paint structure as needed. Weeds 2-75.6.2B4, cut, trim, mow any overgrowth in property and keep cut at all times. Landscaping 2-75.9, remove all landscape debris from property. 23-2-21, building permit, apply for, obtain, and pick up permits for windows, fence, and AC mini splits. Outdoor storage 23-4-19, remove all outdoor storage in front of property. Parking prohibited 23-4-10, remove vehicles parked on landscape.
Okay,
All other violations have been complied. The formal notice of violation and hearing was issued on certified mail 3/13/24. The mail was returned and the property was posted on 3/18 of 24. The property was re-inspected on 7/11 and 7/24 of 24. Photographs have been taken. The recommendation of time would be 8:30 of 24 and a fine of $75 per day, with the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by 8:30 of 24.
all right. Tell us who you are and what your address is.
My name is Philip Chow, Your Honor, and I'm representing my nephew.
Could you spell your last name, sir?
Chung, sir.
Thank you.
First name's Philip, 1L.
All right.
Yes, sir, with regard to the evaluations, my nephew has complied with all the valuations that he can personally attend to. The ones that are not yet complied with, he had hired some professionals to apply for permits which he's not familiar with. And that person basically took his money and did not do anything. He has now hired another person to apply for the permits required to complete the other evaluations. And basically he's asking the court for additional time to comply with those final items.
Okay, so he has fixed things.
I was at the property yesterday, per the photos. I didn't see anything repaired,
Yeah,
fixed.
I saw the photos from July 10th. Is that what I'm looking
And
at?
there's more. There's from yesterday as well.
Okay. Yeah, July 19th here. July 19th, yeah. Okay. Yeah. July 19th, still a mess. I mean, you could pick up one of the 4 coolers and put it away. I mean, if he was really trying. There are other things he has to get that need to be permitted, which will take longer, I understand, but there are certain things that could be done by the property owner to at least try to show some level of compliance or attempt to comply. And right now, it's just a mess. It continues to be a mess. And your nephew needs to do something about it. But right now, I'm gonna enter an order saying he's got to fix it by August 30th, or he'll face a $75 a day fine because it doesn't seem to be working yet. Okay, thank you. We'll get an order in the mail.
Will they get a new correspondence regarding this?
Yes, you'll get an order in the mail.
Okay, we're going to go to page 12 of the agenda, item number 50, case number 24-767, property address of 415 6th Avenue North. Property owner is Zonashine Asaf, Officer Dorcius.
Thank you.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Case number, owner's name, owner's address are been read into the record. Property location, 415 6th Avenue North. Case was initiated as a citizen complaint on May 10th, 2024. Oh, one more thing I want to put on record. Ricardo, we don't have a designation agent form for Ricardo. They said I was gonna email it to the city, but we still haven't received that email. But he has been the contact person I met with during the license inspection.
Yeah, I think I heard that he was gonna send you one afterwards, so
Yeah.
we'll let him talk.
We're working on it. As soon as the landlord
Okay,
replies back, we're gonna have it sent it to you.
great, okay.
So without the designated agent form, he'll only be able to testify, but he can't make any decisions on behalf of the owner.
Okay.
All right, existing violations, 12-18, areas free of garbage and trash. We're excited to please remove all trash and meat from the property perimeter. To include the remove any trash and meat that's observed on the second floor landing strip. 14-32, business license to apply for and obtain an approved City of Lake Worth Beach business license. 14-35, use and occupancy inspection to schedule and pass the use and occupancy inspection. On July 18, 2024, the property owner failed inspection number 59282 for the following existing violations. Damaged wood on the wooden steps. They possibly may need to go apply for a building permit for the necessary repair or replacement for the wooden steps, to remove the buckets and microwave observed on the top staircase, to replace the missing jealousy panels everywhere that may be required, to remove all outdoor furniture, only patio furniture is allowed on the outdoors, to please trim back all vegetation that's currently encroaching onto the public right of way. They were also giving the contact information for Dave McGrew in case they have any landscaping questions. And to please remove all trash and debris throughout the entire property. 2.756.2 general requirements, to please repair the missing jealousy panel observed on exterior door. 23.4-19 outdoor storage. All other violation has been either complied or resolved at this time. Former notice of violation letter was issued on May 28th, 2024. Certified mails received on May 31st, 2024. The property in City Hall was posted on May 29th, 2024. The property last reinspection date was on July 18th, 2024. Photographs of the property has been taken. The city had personal contact with the property manager. Recommendation time for voluntary compliance for 23.4-19 outdoor storage and 12-18 areas free of garbage and trash is August 9th of 2024. Recommendation time for 14-32 business license, 14-35 use and occupancy inspection, and 2.756.2 general requirements are set for October 23rd, 2024. Plus administration costs of $425.29 to be paid by October 23rd, 2024, or pay the fine of $75 per day.
Okay. All right, tell us who you are.
Good morning. So all the violations have been complied. We're just missing the stairs. Those stairs, so we went back and those stairs had no permit at all. So it's like a huge problem for us right now. So we want to ask for a 1-year extension. There's a lot of permits that we gotta go through. We gotta have a permit to remove the stairs. It's that door that they made has no permit either. So we gotta go back. That will take us like a lot of permits to do. We gotta put a new window. So that will require a lot of time. That's the only thing we're asking for. The rest of the items have been complied.
Okay. According to some photographs I see, there's still miscellaneous items, at least as of the 18th in the back. Ladders, tires, things of that nature. The stairs. I out in Royal Palm Beach, I had to build a playhouse for my kids when they were young, and the building inspector said, go to Home Depot and ask them about hurricane straps. And he I went to Home Depot and I found the strapping aisle and all the little deck things and
Yeah,
all
but-
the brackets you would need not to be a
But
real.
we cannot
See, here-
fix it.
See, this is about the cheapest, construction you can get. You're gonna take a 2x4, you're gonna cut it into a piece to support another 2x4, and you probably only have a nail or two in it. This is South Florida, stuff's gonna rust, the steps are gonna collapse. This is crap. Okay,
Absolutely.
and the year request, that's a joke. Okay, everyone who wants to come into a code enforcement hearing wants another year because they want to see if they can push this off. This is not a year problem. In a year, these steps might fall down. In a year, you might have people suing you because you have shoddy construction because you weren't following the
this-
building code. And a good lawyer will bring in the city of Lake Worth Beach for allowing this to continue in that kind of manner. So you need to get these things fixed. You need to go get permits. The
Exactly.
stairs are totally unacceptable.
Absolutely. The stairs need
I
to be
mean,
gone.
I built better stuff for my playhouse. The
Absolutely.
playhouse went through Jeannie and Francis because it was hurricane strapped to death.
Absolutely. The
I
stairs
mean-
needs to be removed. They were built before the actual landlord purchased the property.
The landlord should have looked at that and gone, oh my God. And it would have been cheaper and easier just to buy the little metal things to nail into the thing, and fix it. But that's your problem. That's an engineering issue. You get to deal with it. I'm going to go along with the city's recommendations. You may have to apply for an extension because it sounds like you get enough stuff to go through permitting that's going to take a while. But given the fact that there are still violations on the property that could easily have been remedied, I mean, I love all these old aluminum
They are-
awnings. They're great. They're on my mother's house in South Miami. But if you don't want them, Palm Beach Metals is on Belvedere. They'll pay you for them.
All the violations have been complied.
No, they haven't. Well, at least according to the photographic evidence I have, they haven't. So I find that testimony not to be credible.
Can I
Okay.
show you a picture?
Ricardo, in order for all the violations to be complied, you have to call in another use and occupancy inspection, and everything that was observed have to be cured in order for them to be considered complied.
So you have to have another inspection just to see what you have complied with. You can't just say they are complied. And I'm sure somewhere in this order, there's something that says, once you fix this, you need to call for an inspection because it really doesn't count until someone comes out and inspects the property and gives you the affidavit of compliance or whatever they give you here. I mean, I have literally watched people after one of my meetings fixing things on my way home. Look, dude was nailing a kick plate in the bottom of his front door because they said it needed to be fixed. And I saw that, but it didn't count because he had to call for a reinspection. So you need to call for a reinspection, and especially since this is some sort of use permit, and show them that you've complied with 90% of this, and maybe you will get some time to fix the steps. But right now, the equities are not on your side.
Okay.
So city's relief is granted.
Okay, we're going to go to page 11 of the agenda. Item number 45, case number 24-318, property address of 510 South L Street. Property owner is Allison Swain, Officer Dorcius.
You.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius, the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Case number, owner's names, owner address have been written to the record. Property location 510 South L Street. Case was initiated from internal complaint on February 14th, 2024. Existing violation 2-756.2, general requirements to please remove the unpermitted shed. And the owner was also told that she would like to install an approved shed with an approved permit to contact the building division. All other violations have been complied or resolved at this time. Courtesy notice number 14253 was left on the property on March 5th, 2024. The property re-inspected on April 12th, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation of hearing was issued on April 17th, 2024. Certified mail was not received. The The property in City Hall was posted on April 18th, 2024. The property last reinspection date was on July 23rd, 2024. Photographs of the property has been taken. The city had no personal contact with the owner. The owner left a voicemail on April 12th, 2024. I returned the call on April 16th, 2024. No answer. There was no answer. A voicemail was left with my email address. Recommendation time for voluntary compliance would be August 28th, 2024, or pay the fine of $50 per day, plus administration costs of $425.29 made payable by August 28th, 2024.
All right, tell us who you are.
I'm Alison Swain, 510 South L Street. When I purchased the property, which was at least 10, 11 years ago, the shed was already on the property, so I've never really thought it was a problem. I'm actually more worried about my trees, which I did get taken care of. They cut back everything. But I would actually, during the storm, I thought the shed would be, I mean, if I can get a permit for it, that would be fabulous. But I have complied with everything. I apologize for the place getting into a mess. I do suffer with depression and I just got behind, and it's not my usual way of conduct.
All right, so it's surprising. I've been doing code enforcement cases since I think 2009. And it just shocks me how many people buy properties with sheds. And other than real estate attorneys, no one ever checks this stuff out. And you find that this shed that's been there for 20 years is unpermitted. And sometimes worse, it's unpermitted and it's in a setback. And it's homemade with no engineering. And. So, you know, those are the problems. Now, what kind of shed is this? Is it like a?
Those Rubbermaid sheds with a metal frame inside. that
Okay, well,
holds
at
the
least
plastic together. It's
If
pretty
you
tough.
can find the manufacturer, you can contact them and they usually will send you the engineering plans. And that way you can attach that to your application for the shed. Is the shed in a setback or anything? Do we
It's
know?
actually on the front property line, so that's also going to be an issue, which will be addressed once she applies for the actual
Yeah, it can't
permit.
be in the front of the property. It's gotta be in
I
the back.
have no back property though. This is the problem. My house is right on the alleyway, basically. I have like 5 feet in my fence.
Yeah, you're gonna,
If I can move it further down the yard.
yeah, you're gonna probably find out fairly quickly that shed may not be approvable anywhere, so.
It may not, but I can provide you with a shed checkoff sheet that the building division issues to people that wants to apply for those permits.
Okay, and you may want, you know, there's always the possibility of a variance, but that's usually expensive, long, and not very successful half the time, so.
My only other thought was to maybe apply for a permit to put a 6-foot fence like my neighbor at the front.
Yeah, but that still doesn't make the shed legal. It just.
Well,
makes
no, I
it-
don't think
It just makes it hidden, so.
No, I mean, if.
And that would have been good if you would have done that earlier and they didn't see the shed, because hey, if it's
Well,
not
I've
seen.
seen those same sheds all over the neighborhood. This is
Oh, yeah,
the
they,
thing.
but she has complied with everything else?
Yes, except for the shed.
Okay, we're gonna give her till September, whatever date I had. Was that the 27th,
27th.
28th? 9/20,
I'd gladly, pay for a permit
9/27.
if necessary.
Uh,
Well, it will be, I know.
And how much was the fine amount you wanted?
50.
50. All right, the fine isn't gonna start until September 27th, which gives you enough time to at least investigate and try to apply and see how much they say yes or no, or if it's even possible, because that will give you enough time to remove it if you need to. And if you remove it before the 27th because you can't get it permitted, call them for an inspection so they can say it's gone. Okay, because the easiest way to fix this is just to get that thing gone.
I have stuff in it though. I've
Believe me,
I
it's,
just don't know what to do.
yeah,
Like
it's
fenced
the
in
storage.
property and dogs and.
Storage is a wonderfully hard thing around here, you know, that's why people have these mini storage units. I mean, it's just, if your property is, if your property is designed poorly, but that your house is all the way in the back and you have no backyard or real side yard, you might have a problem putting it back. So I just want to give you enough time.
A flat patio at the front of the house, I mean.
Who knows? Maybe a pretty, I don't know.
Okay.
I can, but all I can do right now is I can give you a little extra time to go through the process to see if you can get rid of it. Okay? All right, so 9/27 or 50, and we'll take it from there. plus the admin costs. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, next, we're going to go to page 13, item 51, case number 24-1147. Property address of 622 North Federal Highway. Property owner is GIR Property LLC, Officer Dorcius.
What's the property address?
622 North Federal Highway.
Thank you.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedlane Dorcius of the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Case number, owner's name, owner's address are been read to the record. Location 622 North Federal Highway. This case initiated as a complaint on July 3rd, 2024. This case was initiated as a repeat violation for 14-32 business license. The owner GIR Property LLC license expired on September 30th, 2023. 2.75.9 landscaping. The owner was cited to remove all landscape debris throughout the entire property. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail on July 8th, 2024. Certified mail was received on July 10th, 2024. The property in City Hall was posted on July 8th, 2024. The property last reinspection date was on July 23rd, 2024. Photographs of the property has been taken. The city had no personal contact with the owner. The city recommends repeat violation 14-32 business license and 2.75.9 landscaping fine at $250 per day, starting on July 8th, 2024, which is the date that the NOV letter was mailed out, until voluntary compliance.
Okay. Tell us who you are.
My name is George Girassa. I do not own the property. The problem is the owner has, I don't even know how to explain where he's gone because we don't really know.
All right, George, do me one favor. Spell your last name, please.
G is in golf, I is in indigo, R is in Romeo, A is in Alpha, S is in Sierra, A is in Alpha.
All right, good.
So we've had a number of problems from the get-go there. I took over, I guess I took it over. My father owns a small piece of it and they gave me power of attorney because nobody knows where my brother is. We literally do not know where he is. His girlfriend is in his house signing for whatever papers, but I don't get them. Okay, I have had some contact, but I have hired a number of, there's a number of fines here. It's not just this one. And I've hired contractors to like take care of these things and they fail the permits. I've had 4. That's about $4,000 out of my pocket. I'm paying for this out of my pocket and I teach high school, this building. Because I promised my father I'd get it taken care of, but I can't. Because he's worried. I don't know what he's worried about, but so I've been having problems. I think I finally have somebody that's going to pass. I'm going to just write the damn permit thing because I don't know how these people can fail these things. I have buildings in the Bronx and I never had a problem with them. But anyway, I think I got a guy for the driveway.
7.
And I think I have a guy for the windows and the door finally. And we no longer have a lawn guy because one of the problems we had was the tenant that complained. We were evicting her and she would call the police every time we sent the workman there saying she was stealing from them. I was actually arrested for stealing her rocks one night. And I wasn't even on the property. It turned out I was in Vegas. So she swore to the cops she saw me. This is what I've been dealing with on that property. So I've got no tenants there anymore. Well, I got one, but so now I have no income. So this is all coming out of my pocket. So I need you guys to be patient. I could prove that they finally put in for another 2 permit applications yesterday.
Lana Bryant, City of Lake Worth Beach. Again, this property has been a problem property for the city. We have like 7 cases on this property alone. We've had complaints from neighbors, complaints coming through City Hall, and we've had PBSO involved in this property as well. We had squatters. We have a lot going on at this property. So just wanted to put that on record that it is one of our chronic nuisances in the city. Okay.
I understand that. This is at some point I found out about this about 3 years ago and I asked my brother what the hell he was doing.
Yeah, well,
and he said, there's nothing they can do to me until I sell the house and then they take all their fines out and liens. And I'm like, great.
well, actually, it's an LLC property, so they can actually foreclose upon the liens and sell it at auction.
Believe me, I knew that. I know that. I knew that then, and I just didn't want to get involved with him. He's been a bigger problem than the house has been to you.
Well,
okay.
So you need a business license if you're going to be renting this thing out. And
I would
that's,
appreciate it if I could rent it and I show you that I keep hiring people to do this. I can't
Well,
believe that I
I-
can't find a contractor. And I went to the lake,
Yeah,
I
this is-
actually went to the
I'm
town
just
to ask
talking
for a
about the
contractor. They
biz-
said they can't tell me one.
okay, never mind.
That's like,
You're just running on.
yeah, okay.
All right, so, you need a business license. You can apply for a business license. I mean, that seems like it could be like simple.
Okay, because my girlfriend called and they said that I couldn't apply until whoever she talks to, I could get the name of who she talks to. She put it in a notebook. She said, but I couldn't apply until the fines were taken care of.
What he's referring to is the case that made this case a repeat, which is 21-850, where he failed to use an occupancy inspection. And that case been running in daily fines since January 28th of 2022.
Well, someone needs to stop that one.
Okay, this is what I need the stuff to be mailed to me, not to my brother's house.
Well, then you need to change the address on the
Mhm.
tax collector's roll
How do
so
I do
that
that?
you talk to the tax collector and you get them to change the address. These people are required by statute to send it to that address. And that's where they have to send it. So if you want to get,
I don't know who's getting the mail there, but they're doing the same thing they did with the mail when my brother was there, throwing
see,
it out.
that's not a Lake Worth problem. Though. That's a you problem.
I know, but I just want it mailed to me. It's not-
Well,
I
you
only
need-
found out about this
you-
one
you-
by
you-
accident. I went over there maybe on a hope I would show up at his own house.
Okay, well,
And I found these things. Oh my God. Oh, that's the only reason I was
All
able to
right.
make it today.
yeah, you need to, go ahead.
Yolanda Bryant, you need to change the address with the property appraiser's office. That's what we normally use on a day-to-day basis. So change that address, or you can also contact the admin staff and ask for your additional address to be added to the case. So when there's correspondences that need to be mailed out, we'll send it to the address with property appraiser and any additional addresses.
That sounds like an easier thing.
Okay, so you can do that also.
Okay, but you need to go get a license. I mean, at the very least.
Yeah,
and
I
then-
could just apply for my own license.
I don't know. It's not my job to
The
do
license have to
licenses.
be in the name of the owner. So right now it's owned by GR. was it-
Our properties, which is my brother and technically my father, who really didn't know he was on the thing.
Technically, you having power of attorney of that.
They do have power of attorney. yes.
Well,
So you can start making the
yeah,
decisions.
you can, if your father is on the GIR property owner list or whatever it is for the LLC, you can apply. So you need to, but right now you have an old problem that's still running, right?
He has he has three problems that's currently running in daily fines.
So,
Out of his three open liens, only one of them was compliant, and that was a 2017 lien. He has a 21 lien, a 22 lien, and a 24 lien.
yeah, you gotta work on this. You gotta resolve some of these things.
I
Yeah, you're not doing a good job.
can show you all the permits that have failed. It's not like I didn't do anything about this.
So,
I was like, I can't believe
I
I even need a
mean-
permit to do some of this stuff.
you
Put
know,
the windows in.
we like our windows to stay in the walls,
I'm
you
sure I
know,
can do a better
and
job.
they're licensed and they're inspected and, if they do fall out, it gives me someone to sue when that happens. I mean, so, all right, what do you want for this case?
Well, at this time, since the violation has been complied, the city recommends $250 per day, starting on July 8th, 2024, until voluntary compliance.
I mean,
The
this is-
administration costs, the city
For-
requests that is paid by August 27th, 2024, for $425.29.
Okay. I'm just adding to this is gonna be your fourth now, because it's not done. So you need to figure out how to get these things done or hire someone to get these things done. Otherwise, this property is just gonna have more fines than it has worth. So granted, $250 a day starting on July 8th until complied. And the $425.29 in costs.
Okay, we're gonna go to page 8
Good
of
luck.
the 8 of the agenda, item number 30, case number 24-1018, property address of 910 North B Street. Property owner is Maria and Ezekiel Andres, Officer Dale.
Thank you.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This case was initiated as a repeat case on June 21st, 2024. Existing violations are 23.4-4, repair, replace, or remove wooden fence in disrepair and remove all dirt, mold, and mildew buildup. All other violations have been complied. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on June 25th, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on June 27, 2024. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner. Order has been attached to the case file for repeat case number 21-1610, citing violations 2-75.6.2 and 23.4-4, which was initiated on June 24th, 2021, and went to hearing July 29, 2021, in order to pay $500 by August 30th, 2021. The property did accrue fines from July 2nd, 2021 to July 28th, 2021, and the lien has since been released. At this time, the city is requesting a fine of $250 per day to be assessed from June 21st, 2024 until date of full compliance, and an admin fee of $425.29 to be applied. To date, the property is still in noncompliance.
All right, what's in non-compliance about the property?
The wooden fence is still in disrepair.
Okay. I saw pictures of what I thought was a new fence, but now I'm seeing old fence pictures too. So I'm
That
trying
is
to
correct, yes.
get my bearing. So it's the old weathered fence that needs to be removed or repaired.
The old wooden fence, yes.
So, and if you remove the old wooden fence, then called you, then at least the fines would stop.
Fines would stop, correct.
Hello, my name is Elias Andres. I'm the son of Ezekiel and Maria Andres. I was the one in contact with Ms. Daniels. The problem with the wooden fence is that that is not our property. We talked to Hugo Martinez in 2022, who was another code compliance officer, who talked to the owners of 914th North B Street, and they have written in the email that they are in charge of that fence. So we are not in charge of the fence.
Now, that's a good statement, but you have to prove it. Do you have a survey or anything that shows the fence is not on your property? Because I can say that's my neighbor's fence.
No, yeah.
Day long. And if I have a survey and it shows the fence is on my neighbor's property, you know, then I'm win. I mean, I'm a trial lawyer and trial lawyers deal with proof. So
Right.
here, prove it. So how do you prove that it's not on your property?
Well, the code compliance officer talked to the property owners of 914th and they have.
And that's
said-
hearsay and that guy's not here. And they talked to someone else who's not here.
He sent an
and-
email to us. It's in the email that they.
All right, well.
And they have fixed the fence on themselves because they were told by Hugo Martinez to fix it. And if you see the fence in the backs outside, they did fix it on their side because they have a dog and they need to make sure the fence is closed in or else they'll be in violations of animal control.
Special Magistrate, can I just put this on the
Sure.
record? I didn't know that he was here for this property. Obviously, he's not the owner and there's not a designation of agent on file for him to speak on, to make a decision, but he's here.
He's here. I'll listen
Yeah.
to him. I mean, he's not going to make a decision on behalf of the property owner. He's just
Correct.
giving us information.
I mean, we are willing to remove the entire fence, but the neighbors of 914th are very aggressive people. And and they're right now, I'm assuming on holiday, they're not there. I don't see them there. And if they come back and there's no fence there, because again, it's easy to just remove the fence. That's what we want to do. But if we do that, then they're gonna call the cops, do something. They have multiple, if you check the record logs of PBSO, they have called the cops repeatedly on my elderly parents, and we don't want that issue, so that's why we had Hugo Martinez say that that's their property and they've complied and agreed that it's their property. We don't want any issue with that, so that's why we come to that conclusion together. We had us and him talk to us together and not have any issues with that further.
Okay, I've seen a sidebar here. What's the results of the sidebar?
So we were just discussing that the fence that they're talking about, there's two. So there's the neighbor's fence is like this, and then their fence is right up against it. So if they were to take the fence down, it's their fence and the neighbor's fence would still be up. And I also advised them via email when they brought up the previous code officer stating that the neighbor was allowed to have the fence, that it didn't work like that. If there wasn't something legal to show or a survey to show, then it would still be, their property. The fence is on their property
Yeah,
line.
once again, I get back to my proof. How do you prove that's not on your property? It's a survey. Do you have a survey? Probably not.
No.
So you can either get a survey or you can remove a fence, but right now it's fine time. And that's all I can do because that's where I am in the process. Now, if you get a survey and it shows the property or the fence isn't on your property, you'll win a lien reduction. I mean, you can't remove something that's not yours. But if it is on your property, then you need to take it down. So right now I'm stuck in the position of fine hearing.
He doesn't have to, they don't necessarily have to take it down. They could just repair it, put it in
Right.
good condition, or,
Or you can
it's up
fix
to them. They have the option to
Yeah,
do.
you can fix it, but does that require a permit?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you'd have to get a permit for the fence.
So that's why.
And that's what you probably need a survey for the permit.
They do.
So you probably just need a survey anyway. Unless you're just gonna remove the fence that they say this is the double fence.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
This lovely bruise here, this is weeding between my neighbors and my double fence. I've got shadow box, he's got chain link. The grass grows really well there. So it's up to you, but right now we've got a fence with a problem. Don't know whose it is. You're the one who's in front of me. You can't prove it's not yours.
Yeah.
They say it is.
Right.
So I gotta go with the they at least on this one, so. $250 a day from 4 or 7/24.
$250 a day from June 21st until date of
6/21.
full compliance.
Okay. Now. Simplest thing is to remove it, at least that would stop the fines, but you can always get the survey and see if you're right. It's all. a
I mean,
crapshoot.
yeah, we would just remove it. That's the. But
That's-
again, we just want to be good neighbors, and the neighbors agree that that's their fence, and it just, we don't want any issues. But if we remove it, that's fine, but there will be a call from the PBSO. I will assure you, from the neighbors.
Okay,
And I
well,
just don't want any issues with that.
that's more of a civil issue between the neighbors.
True.
So that's all I can say on that one. All right, granted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go to page 11 of the agenda, item 44, case number 24-158, property address of 118 South J Street. Property owner is Grace and Brock Featherstone. Officer Dorcius.
Thank you.
Greetings, Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius of the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Owner's name, owner's address are been read into the record. Case number, property location 118 South J Street. The case was initiated from an internal complaint from Planning and Zoning on January 24th, 2024. Existing violations, 23.2-21 building. The owner was decided to apply for and obtain a permit for the wooden front and rear deck that was installed without a permit. Permit application number 241456 for decks was submitted on May 7, 2024. That permit was disapproved by the building division on June 7, 2024. The disapproval notice was placed in the case file. Once that permit application has been approved and ready for pickup, the violation then will be complied. All other violations has been complied or resolved at this time. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail on June 24th, 2024. Certified mail was received on June 27, 2024. The property in City Hall was posted on June 27, 2024. The case was administratively postponed on June 27, 2024 until July 25, 2024. The property last reinspection date was July 19th, 2024. Photographs of the property has been taken. The city had personal contact with the owner. The city recommendation time for voluntary compliance is October 23rd of 2024. Paid administration cost of $425.29. Made payable by October 23rd, 2024, or paid a fine of $75 per day.
Okay, so we have unpermitted landscaping or building decks and things.
Yeah, so a lot of work was done without a permit, so he has already have applied for and obtained all permits for every other work that's been completed except for the deck. That permit is still currently in plan review.
All right, the deck permit was rejected for whatever reason.
So,
He's reapplying for the deck.
Right, and some of the GC on the GC rep. So yeah, the deck was disapproved because they wanted to know the height of it wasn't on the plan, so we did the plan, resubmitted it, and now it's in review, which is waiting for.
Okay, well, I'm very impressed by the amount of permits you've gotten already, so.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like, there's this list, there, it's applied, and then, okay, submitted, and, okay,
Yeah,
good.
there's like 4 permits.
Yeah, and then because you show up and you do these things, we're gonna be looking at the September 27th date for compliance on this one.
Okay.
Just to give you a little bit
You
more
said
time.
September? I originally said October.
No, October's even better.
Okay.
I like
Yeah, no,
October. That's a
it'll
good Halloween
it'll be
month.
done.
All right, so
Yeah.
what's our date in October? Pick me a day.
10/23.
That's a lovely day. 10/23 or 75. And hopefully you'll get the thing done
We'll
and,
get it done.
you know, you may even want to call code enforcement when you get the permit issued just to say, yay, close my file. I don't know how well these people talk to each other. I keep telling the people in Royal Palm, the building department needs to go buy the code enforcement department lunch. Because they keep closing out all the permits that the building department can't. So they're all staring at the back of the room now, huh? See, I told you I've been doing this for a while. All right, so you get an order in the mail. Hopefully you get your last deck revision checked off and they'll say, oh yeah, it's like 8 inches or whatever it is.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care. We're running low on people. We're doing good.
Okay, we're gonna go to page 2. Item number 6, case number 23-1926. This is a public request for an extension of time for compliance at 230 Princeton Drive. Property owner is Catherine V. Hula and Brant Squires. Officer Bryant and Special Magistrate, he needs to be sworn.
Okay. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? He does. All right, good.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant with the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 10/10/2023. Case went to hearing on 4/25/2024. Property was supposed to come into compliance by 6/27/2024. The post-hearing inspection was conducted on 6/28/2024 and found to be in non-compliance. The existing violation of the case is 23.2-21 to obtain a building permit for wooden fences and shed structure. Permit application number 24-1609 for shed has been in the plan review status since 5/16/2024. Disapproved by the building division on 5/29/2024. No resubmittals at this time. Wooden fence permit has not been applied for as of 7/25/2024. The owner is requesting an extension of 60 days. The city is not in favor of the extension.
All right, tell us who you are.
Brant Squires.
Okay, and why have you not applied for the fence permit?
Everything's submitted. It's currently in the process.
We have someone coming up from the back, so let me see what he has to say about this.
Barry Schultz, building official, City Lake Worth Beach. A new submittal was received on 7/23. I was just looking at the update, so they've done a new submittal as of the 23rd.
Okay.
I had to get a new survey. So I mean, it's not like I waited until last second. So we had Barry come out. We made all the improvements to the shed. We submitted it as instructed. Again, very helpful. Took a while, but we were denied due to the survey being outdated. So we hired a new company to perform a new survey. We submitted that new survey. It was rejected. I think there was no picture of the shed. So Yin in the building department just asked for a picture, sent it over to Yin. He said everything looked good.
Yolanda Bryant, City of Lake Worth Beach. The fence permit has not been applied for. This case was initiated in October of 2023. We postponed the case prior to it being presented before you today. And he just recently submitted an application for for one of the shed permit. The application was submitted not until May. So we're talking October to May. We just got the shed permit submitted and nothing for the fence permit at all. There's no application at all for the fence.
Yeah,
I can go take that today. I thought I brought all my permit stuff here.
yeah,
So we went.
you're working with them on the shed thing. And, you know, and the shed thing takes a while because I understand. I've been doing this for years. And biggest problem was during the boom, you know, people weren't doing your surveys. It's still a hard time getting people to do surveys because they're really busy.
Oh,
So
took almost a month to get the company to come out.
oh yeah, that's understandable, and you have my empathy on that one. My problem here is the fence permit that should have been applied for months and months ago.
Again, you needed a new survey. It was rejected, so the new survey came in, and I thought we had submitted both at the same time. Okay, I'm so sorry.
So your survey for the shed permit would be the same thing as the fence permit. All right, so I'll make everyone mad. You're gonna get an extra 30 days. I'm not gonna deny it, but you're not gonna get your 60. Hopefully everything will work out in that time frame.
I don't think I need that much time, sir.
Then take it.
Okay.
Don't, yeah, you're winning something. It's like the judge once told me, you know, you've won this hearing, leave. And I actually stuck around for one loss, so I know what the man meant. So yes, I will extend this to the next date. What is our next hearing date?
August 29th.
Okay, so we'll extend it to 8/29, and hopefully your fence permit will be passed by then. Go down and file it now.
Can you send it a few days prior to that hearing?
8/27.
That's fine. Thank you.
I have the receipt of the fence. Again,
You have
I
the
don't want
receipt
to-
of the fence permit, or is that get the doc.
Yeah, I'm looking in the system right now. Krista Simmons, compliance admin manager, City Lake Worth Beach. I'm looking in the system right now and there is nothing showing
right,
up
what-
for a fence.
Hand him that.
6/24 at 12:39 PM, the receipt from the clerk of the circuit court and.
That's not a permit for the fence. The permit for the fence would be coming through the building
Yeah,
division.
that sounds more like a notice of commencement for the fence company.
I'm so sorry. The fence removal grant. I'm so,
Yeah, that's
I don't want to
different.
keep talking if I
Yeah,
want.
yeah, go apply for your permit like now.
Okay. For the
Okay.
fence, but.
For the fence, the shed is in the works as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
and Barry came out, helped me a lot with the shed, so I appreciate that.
Great, okay. Good.
Okay, we're gonna go to page 15 of the agenda, item number 62, case number 24-1088. Property address of 1904 Lake Worth Road. Property owner is Pisa Associates Number 2 LLC. Officer Reese.
A new face. Good. All right.
Morning, Travis Reese, Code Compliance Officer, City of Lake Worth Beach. Case number 24-01088. The property owner and address have been stated into the record. Property location is 1904 Lake Worth Road. Was field observation. Case was initiated on June 28th, 2024 as a repeat case from original case 23-1078 was opened on June 6th, 2023. Violations are 1432, 1435. Hearing was scheduled for August 31st, 2023. Magistrate compliance by October 4th, 2023. Owner complied on April 5th, 2024. The fine ran for 184 days at the amount of $100 a day. The existing violations are 1432. Please apply for and obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license. Applications, the tenants are Barbershop, Amazon Hub, Primo Water, and Unit 1964 Lynn's Nails. All other units are in compliance. The other violation is 1435. All other units are in compliance of this. Issued courtesy notice for violation was not issued. A formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on July 1st, 2024. Certified mail was received on July 8th, 2024. The property was posted on July 1st, 2024. The last reinspection was on July 23rd, 2024. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. And there was personal contact with the property owner. Fines of $250 per day until the violations are in compliance, and administrative costs of $425.29 by August 23rd, 2024.
All right, tell us who you are.
Yes, sir. My name is Martin Roca, ROCHA, and that I'm working with the Axel right now with the permitting. We just got the barber shop and licensing. We're gonna proceed and make sure and get an occupational license in the city of Lake Worth when this is over. And we have permits already and review, and we applied for the to comply with the existing violation. We're just trying to get an extension to comply with it. In the last case.
Okay. So does he have all these things in? I mean, he just handed me some DPR stuff on the barber.
Yeah, it must have been just recently. The other day.
Yeah.
So here, you want to go look at it? Council can even look at it if you feel like it, but. So I think this is part of it anyway. The barber was an issue. He's got the DPR stuff, so I guess the barber can apply, which is one of these. And then I'm trying to figure out what so that would be the use and occupancy certificate. Is that different?
Correct.
Barry Schultz, building official. On the barber shop, they'll need to apply for permits for the electrical and things that were done in there prior to getting that business license issued. So they need to get in.
All right, so they need electrical permitting.
It's already it's already there. And to show you the purpose of the application.
No, this is,
Review.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here you go. This is this sheet right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that look like you're,
Assuming that is the space, then that's just his receipt for applying.
so does it look like your receipt? So yeah, I have a receipt from 6/28 for the barber shop.
Yes.
So we're
I'm looking.
So we're cooking along on that here if you want.
I don't know what unit.
What unit the bar?
Barbershop is
Helps you at all.
1964.
All right, I'm just trying to walk my way through these things, so. Yeah. Yeah, there's a remodel and a landscape on the main, but I don't see anything on the actual barber shop. But let me see if it was put on the main. Well, it's a violation hearing. He's gonna get time to apply for the barber shop now that you have the stuff.
Yeah, we did it. What happened is like when you apply, even though it's individual, it falls under the main property. So it's probably why it's chosen under the main.
For Yolanda Bryan, City of Lake Worth Beach, for permits, they put it under the actual unit. They put them on the unit, so you're gonna have to apply for the permit for that particular unit. And also any flutter signs or any other violations that you have there that we've been speaking with the tenants about that have not complied, those need to be complied prior to getting a business license. So everything, also the permits, they only have to be approved and picked up for code compliance, because you get 180 days from the time that they're approved and picked up. So I need you to work on that as soon as possible to get those approved and picked up. Okay, so it shouldn't take you very long to get them approved and picked up. The other work may take a while, but we're good once you get approved and picked up. All right.
Until they don't call for an inspection and then you come back. All right, so he's gonna have some time here because it's a violation hearing anyway, just to get his stuff together and apply for the things he needs to apply for. All right, so what dates are we looking at here?
Well, this is a repeat.
So what are we doing with this then in terms of amounts, fines, what?
You already said it. 250 a day.
Yeah. It's $250 a day.
Starting with,
Until property is brought into
no,
compliance.
starting.
Oh, so the start date when the case was opened.
June 28th, 2024.
Okay. 6/28. All right, so we're gonna run some fines until you get this stuff done, and then you can come back and ask for reduction. Because we don't have everything done. You've got most of it done.
Yeah, so can we get like at least 30 days on it? I
Oh,
mean,
no, we're past that 30-day point. This is you're gonna get fined until you're done, get it done. So get this application in. I mean, you've got the pieces, right? You just need to get it done, and you also have some requests for electrical and other permits that may be required after they set up the barber shop. But that's on you guys. Okay?
all right.
He just wants his exercise.
Barry Schultz, the permit that's in for application now is for the Bodegon kitchen, not the barber shop. So it's the barber shop has not been applied for yet.
Yeah, so we've kind of figured that out. So he's got certain things in, but all right, you probably talk to him later.
Okay,
All right, thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, are you here for a case? Okay, I need you to sign in. Huh? Oh, no, here. No, she'll need to be sworn. I don't know, I can't see. Okay. Bobby, will you give Travis his file back, please? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna go to page 13, item number 53, case number 24-403, property address of 121 Akron Street. Property owner is Roxana E. Barrera, Supervisor Hicks, and she'll need to be sworn.
All right, you need to be sworn in. This is testimony you're about to give, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Say I do. She nodded her head. I guess that's a yes.
Yes.
Okay, she said yeah. We're making progress. All right.
Great.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Good morning, Bobby Hicks, City of Lake Worth Beach. Case number, owner's name and address have been read into the record. The case was initiated on March 11th, 2024. The existing violations are 12-18 to remove all garbage, trash, and debris from existing property. 14-32, please apply for and obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license. 14-35, please contact and schedule use and occupancy inspection. Inspection was 60421 was disapproved on March 11, 2024. 2-75.6.2 violations that are still remaining are to replace all missing lamps and globes. Sidewalks, walkways, and driveways need to be free from hazardous conditions. The property was resealed and restriped without a permit. There is a permit application that was submitted on 7/22 that is still in plan review for that violation. 2-75.6.6, replace all fire extinguishers within 5 days and remove all screws from windows for means of egress within 5 days. 2-75.9, remove all dead and decayed plant material from the property. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on April 23rd of 2024. Certified mail was received on April 26, 2024. The property in City Hall was posted on April 24th of 2024. Property was last inspected yesterday, July 24th of 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs have been taken to show the violations and are attached in the file. Did have personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time for compliance is August 26th of 2024, fines of $75 per day, plus the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by August 26th, 2024.
All right, tell us who you are, ma'am. Your name?
My name is Roxana.
Okay.
Roxana Barrera.
All right, and they say you need to get some more licenses. You have to finish up your permits. Get some fire extinguishers. I guess the windows are screwed shut.
Yeah, so a few windows are screwed shut, which is, I want to make this also bifurcated order. for the windows to be and the fire extinguishers to be approved within 5 days, and then the other violations would be the August
Okay,
26th.
and then for 5 days, we have windows. I write myself notes and draw Venn diagrams here. Got windows and fire extinguishers. Okay.
Which would be July 30th for the safety.
All right, so you need to continue on with your application for the use and occupancy, I guess.
And the permit for the drive, for the parking area.
And the permit for the parking area. Okay,
I have the company now, he working and the permanent is for 3 or 4 weeks. He said,
I'm gonna say it's gonna apply, it's gonna take 3 or 4 weeks to get it issued. I don't know what your backlogs are.
This is the permit for the permit application,
Okay,
which they have.
okay, so they need to go through and finish up their permits on this property. And they need to do 2 things in the next 5 days.
The 30th, by the 30th.
And that's take the screws out of the windows and get fire extinguishers. And then call them for an inspection by the 30th of the month on those 2 things, just the window screws and the fire extinguishers. All right, and everything else will have to be taken care of by August 26th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Or you'll face a $75 a day fine. Okay? All right, I'll sign that order and you'll get it in the mail. So get the fire extinguishers and the screws taken care of and give them a call immediately, okay?
yes.
And then get the rest of it finished up. Okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Request for a 10-minute recess.
Granted.
Thank you. Can you pause us? Okay, we're back live.
Okay. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. We're doing the easier parts of the agenda since no one's here on the other side. So let's go through it.
Okay, we are going to start on page 1.
Huh?
Item number 3, case number 22-1592. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 1230 North F Street. Case name was 1230 North F Street LLC. The new owner is Stephen B. North, Officer Dale, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Love stipulated agreements.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. The City of Lake Worth Beach has entered into a stipulated agreement with property owner Stephen North. The persons executing the stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into this agreement and bind. There's a code enforcement lien on the property located at 1230 North F Street in Lake Worth Beach. Owner has otherwise met all of the requirements of sections 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city's Code of Ordinances relating to the reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on the property totals $48,300, and the owner agrees to pay $4,830 to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend to the special magistrate that an order be entered reducing the lien to $4,830, and the owner agrees to make payment by October 29th, 2024.
So 90% down.
Yes.
See, but I can do a little math. Granted,
Thank you.
easy enough.
Okay, now we are going to move on to page 5. Item number 18, case number 23-2237. Property address of 1410 Crestwood Boulevard. Property owner is Brianna Caterino, Officer Dale.
What page are we on? 5?
We're on page 5 at the very top, item 18.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address number, and case number has been read into the record. This case was initiated as a field observation on December 5th, 2023. Existing violations are 23.2-21, pavers added to the driveway with no permit. The permit application was submitted on January 11, 2024, and was disapproved by Planning and Zoning on July 17, 2024, with no resubmittal from the owner as of July 22nd, 2024. There was a courtesy notice issued for violation via door hanger number 14137 with a date for correction. And the owner was also given another 90 days when the notice of violation was sent out. The property was re-inspected on July 1st, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on March 11, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on March 13, 2024. The last re-inspection was on July 22nd, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations, and there has been personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is August 26, 2024, with a $50 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by August 26, 2024.
Okay, so you have impervious surface rules. How nice. Granted.
Okay, next is item 21, case number 24-432. Property address of 507 North H Street. Property owner is Vandenberg Investments LLC, Officer Dale.
What page?
Same page, item 21, very bottom.
Bottom straight.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, case number, and address has been read into the record. This case was initiated as a field observation on March 13, 2024. Existing violations are 12-18, garbage, trash, and debris on the property, 2-75.6.2B4, overgrown landscape, 2-75.6.6, closed awnings, 23.2-21, new fence installed with no permit, 23.4-10, vehicle parked on the landscape, 23.4-19, outdoor storage on the property, 23.4-4, chain link fence in disrepair, 23.6-1, landscape debris on the property, and dirt, bare spot areas on the landscape. 14-32, no business license. 14-35, no use and occupancy inspection, although an inspection was conducted on June 4th, 2024, inspection number 61146, and was disapproved, as the owner needs to apply for an approved permit for replacing the fence, remove the RV or trailer from parking on unpermitted surface, apply for a permit for gravel in rear, or remove and replace with living ground cover, replace all dirt or bare spot areas with living ground cover in front of property, replace or remove broken concrete walkway area leading to the front porch, repair all damaged cracked stucco on porch step area, repair or replace all damaged or rotted wood on the entire property to include the structure, fascia, soffit, door frames, AC unit area, etc. Remove all dirt buildup from the property to include the structure, porch areas, and all concrete walkway areas. Damage to foundation structure, repair, replace. Remove all garbage, trash, and debris from the entire property. Remove all dirt, mold, and mildew buildup from the wooden fence in the rear. Remove dirt buildup from awnings in rear. Repaint the porch steps in the rear. Remove all chipping paint from structure and repaint to include the fascia and the soffit. Replace rotted wood on water heater enclosure. Repair, replace loose light fixture. Repair, replace missing cross screen. Open all closed awnings. Repair, replace rotted wood on window frame. Remove dirt buildup from the driveway. Owner was made aware of all violations, that all violations will need to be complied or resolved prior to July 25th, 2024 hearing. The property was re-inspected on June 20th, 2024 and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on March 19th, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on March 21st, 2024, and the last re-inspection was on July 22nd, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is August 26, 2024, with a $75 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by August 26, 2024.
Okay, this is gonna be a really long order. I mean, that's all I can look at is, okay, this is gonna be like a 2 or 3 page order. 82675 granted.
Okay, next is page 6, item 22, case number 24-514, property address of 1418 7th Avenue North. Property owner is Sonia Akhter and Shadil A. Chowdhury, Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This case was initiated as a field observation on April 1st, 2024. Existing violations are 2-75.6.2B4, overgrown landscape throughout the entire property, and 23.4-4, wooden fence in disrepair. The owner did submit a permit, which is in plan review as of July 12th, 2024, with no status update as of July 22nd, 2024. The property was re-inspected on July 5th, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on April 2nd, 2024, and the certified mail was undeliverable. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on April 4th, 2024. The last re-inspection was on July 22nd, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is August 26, 2024, with a $100 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by August 26, 2024.
My most hated winter chore is pressure cleaning my shadow box fence. And I do that every year, and that fence is now 18 years old. Because I maintain it. This one has not 826/100 granted.
Okay, item 25, case number 24-755, property address of 919 North East Street. Property owner is Fortune Plus LLC, Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Bell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, case number, and address has been read into the record. This property was initiated as a field observation on May 9th, 2024. Existing violations are 14-32, no active business license, 14-35, no use and occupancy inspection, Use and occupancy inspection was conducted on July fifth, 2024. Inspection number 61215 was disapproved. Owner needs to replace all dirt bare spot areas on landscape with approved living ground cover, seal all cracks in the driveway, remove all black nursery pots from the property, remove graffiti from wooden fence and dirt, mold, and mildew, repair all broken, damaged fence slabs and repaint as needed, replace missing light switch cover, replace missing electrical exterior outlet cover, remove all garbage, trash, and debris from the entire property, remove excessive water bugs from the structure, remove all outdoor storage from entire property, remove discarded washer from the property, remove all cat feces from the entire property, repair, replace 2 broken windows, a permit may be required, and remove all dirt, mold, and mildew buildup from doors and repaint as needed. 2-75.6.2, rotted wood on the structure, remove all rotted wood on structure to include fascia. 23.4-4, wooden fence in disrepair. 23.6-1, dirt and bare spots on the landscape debris and weeds on entire property. All other violations have been complied. The property was re-inspected on July 5th and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on May 13th, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on May 15th, 2024. The last re-inspection was on July 23rd, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact has been made with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is August 27th, 2024, with the $50 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be made by August 27th, 2024. I'm sorry, with the $75 per day fine.
75?
75, yes.
All right, 827.75 is granted.
Okay, we're going to go to page 7 of the agenda, item number 26, case number 24-783. Property address is 528 North F Street. Property owner is Domingo Tomas. Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dale with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This case was initiated as a field observation on May 13th, 2024. Existing violations are 2-75.6.2, mailbox in disrepair, dirt buildup on the property to include structure, fascia, awnings, driveway, and the porch area, chipping, peeling paint, faded paint on the property, a hole in stucco on the porch area. 2-75.6.2 B4, overgrown landscape. 23.4-3, missing exterior light cover. 23.6-1, dirt and bare spot areas on the landscape. All other violations have been complied. The property was re-inspected on June 13th, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on May 14th, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on May 15th, 2024. The last re-inspection was on July 24th, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is August 27th, 2024, with the $50 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by August 27th, 2024.
Okay, lovely bougainvilleas. 827.50 granted.
Okay, we're going to go to item 28, case number 24-822, property address of 906 North F Street. Property owner is Nos S LLC. Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dale with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This case was initiated as a field observation on May 21st, 2021. Existing violations are 14-32, no active business license. 14-35, no use and occupancy inspection. A use and occupancy inspection was done on July 12th, 2024, inspection number 61291. The re-inspection was disapproved. The owner needs to replace all dirt and bare spot areas with living ground cover, remove all garbage, trash, and debris from the property, apply for a permit for the conversion or the enclosure of the garage and repair rotted wood on the door frame. 12-18, garbage, trash, and debris. And 23.6-1, remove all dirt and bare spot areas on the landscape and replace with living ground cover. All other violations have been complied. The property was re-inspected on July 12th, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on June 3rd, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on June 5th, 2024, and the last re-inspection was conducted on July 23rd, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner. The city's building official recommendation is October 28th, 2024, with a $75 per day fine and an admin cost of $425.29 to be paid by October 28th, 2024. All other violations have been complied. I don't remember if I said.
Yes, you did. Just wondering if that's a rabbit hutch or what. I just like, interesting thing. All right, 102875 granted.
Okay, just for clarification, I'm sorry, I got lost there. So 12-18, 14-32, 14-35, 23.6-1 are the only ones remaining?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go to page 8 of the agenda, item number 29, case number 24-852, property address of 425 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is 7-Eleven Inc., Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, case number, and address has been read into the record. This case was initiated on May 28th, 2024 as a citizen complaint. Existing violations are 14-32, no active business license, 14-35, no use and occupancy inspection, 2-75.6.2, structural column damage, repair, replace, expired permit number 18-2341, 23.4-7, parking lot not maintained, restripe and repaint parking stripes in needed areas and remove dirt buildup from the parking area. Property re-inspected on July 9th, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on June 6, 2024, and certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on June 7, 2024. Last re-inspection was on July 23rd, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been no personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is August 28th, 2024, with a $100 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by August 28th, 2024.
Okay. They seem to have a problem with poles on their property. The bottoms seem to be rotted out. Yep, 828-100 granted. Trade you.
Okay, next is item 33, case number 24-1158, property address of 1132 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is Round Boys LLC, Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, case number, and address has been read into the record. This is a repeat case that was initiated by Officer Orlando Curate on July 5th, 2024 as an internal complaint. Existing violations are 2-75.6.2. Please replace or repair broken cracked window at front of the structure. Please remove dirt, mold, and mildew from the entire structure. Please remove dirt buildup from awnings and repaint as needed. Please replace or repair broken or missing light bulbs at the side of the entrance. Please repair, replace, and repaint the rotten wood from structure. Please repair, replace, or repaint the damaged soffit and fascia. Please repair or repaint the hole in the structure above the door by the damaged soffit or fascia. 23.4-4, broken wrought iron fence.
Okay.
Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on July 10th, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on July 12th, 2024. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner. The order has been attached to the case file for repeat case number 22-1957, citing violations 23.4-4 and 2-75.6.2, which was initiated on November 14th, 2022, and went to hearing April 27, 2023, and ordered compliance by May 25th, 2023, or pay $75 per day fine. The violation was complied on May 30th, 2023, and the property ran in fines at that time for 5 days, totaling an amount of $3,750. I'm sorry, $375, and the lien has since been released. The second order has been attached to the case file for repeat case number 23-2273, citing violations 2-75.6.2, which was initiated on December 8th, 2023, and went to hearing on January 25th, 2024, in which the magistrate assessed fines from January 4th, 2024 to date of compliance, February 21st, 2024. The fines accrued for 48 days at $250 per day, totaling an amount of $12,000. The lien has since been released. At this time, the city is requesting a fine of $500 per day from July 10th, 2024 until date of full compliance, as this property has had several repeat cases, hence being brought to hearing today as a double repeat and has been a chronic nuisance case.
All right, 710 at 500. Is that when you want to start yours?
That is correct.
Okay. It's no longer occupied, right? It's vacant.
It is vacant.
Yeah, kind of had that feel to it.
Admin fee, when is that?
And
due?
plus the admin fees.
Yes, and an admin fee of $425.29 to be paid by August 28th, 2024.
Granted.
Okay, now we're gonna go back to page 1.
Yeah, flipping around. New victim?
Yes. Okay, we're gonna go to item number 1. Case number 22-160. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 217 South B Street. Property owner is Nathan De Leon, Officer Domingo, and they have entered into a stipulated agreement.
Love stipulated agreements. Love consistency, 90%.
Carlos with the City of Lakewood Beach Code Compliance. The City of Lakewood Beach, Florida, and the property owner Nathan J. De Leon, owner or agent for the owner of the property described below, hereinafter referred to as owner, hereby stipulate to the following matters. The persons executing this stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into this agreement and bind. There is a code enforcement lien on the property located at 217 South B Street, Lakewood Beach, Florida, 33460 for violations that are now in compliance. The property is otherwise free of all outstanding debts due to the city, and all administrative costs assessed in the underlying code compliant cases for the lien have been paid. Owner does not have any other properties in the city and that have active code compliant cases. Owner has otherwise met all of the requirements of sections 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city's code of ordinances relating to the reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on the property is a total of $77,300, and the owner agrees to pay $7,730 to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend that to a special magistrate that in order to be entered reducing the lien to $7,730, and owner agrees to make payment by September 26, 2024. If the city does not receive payment as set forth above, the stipulated agreement shall be null and void with no further actions to be taken by the city, and existing lien amount of $77,300 shall be reinstated.
My favorite part of the whole thing is like the notary from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Abogado Notario, and they have like a $5 stamp on the bottom to get your signature. It's like they're real.
Yeah.
You got to keep up with them. I mean, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, next is item number 2, case number 22-442. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 517 South C Street. Property owner is 517 South C Street LLC, Officer Domingo, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Carlos with the City of Lakewood Beach, Code of Compliance. The City of Lakewood Beach, Florida, and the property owner 517 South C Street LLC, owner or agent for the owner of the property described below, hereinafter referred to as owner, hereby stipulate to the following matters. The persons executing this stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into this agreement and bind the respective parties into the terms contained herein. There is a code enforcement lien on the property located at 517 South C Street, Lakewood Beach, Florida 33460 for violations that are now in compliance. The property is otherwise free of all outstanding debts due to the city, and all administrative costs assessed in an underlying code compliant case for the lien have been paid. Owner does not have any other properties in the city that have active code compliant cases. Owner has otherwise met all of the requirements of sections 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city's code of ordinances relating to the reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on the property is $74,200, and the owner agrees to pay $7,420 to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend to the special magistrate that an order be entered reducing the lien to $7,420, and owner agrees to make the payment by August 22nd, 2024. If the city does not receive as set forth above, this stipulated agreement shall be null and void, with no further action to be taken by the city, and the existing lien amount of $74,200 shall be reinstated.
Granted. Easy enough.
Okay, next. No, sorry, Travis is going ahead of you now. My apologies, but he has to leave. Okay. We are going to go to page 15, item number 59, case number 24-794, property address of 2209 7th Avenue North. Property owner is Real Estate USA LTD, Officer Reese.
Thank you, sir.
Code Compliance Officer Travis Reese for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case number, owner's name, and owner's address have been read into the record. Property location 2209 7th Ave North. Case was initiated, reason is a field observation. Case was initiated on May 15th, 2024. Violations 1218, remove all trash and debris from property perimeter. 2-75.6.2, B4, cut and trim landscape that includes bushes, grass, weeds, hedges, etc. Please contact Dave McGrew at 561-586-7433. Prior to the trimming and cutting of any trees. The landscape, number 2, landscape must be maintained at all times in accordance with the City of Lake Worth Beach landscaping regulations. 23.4.10, parking prohibited on lawns or landscaping areas in all zoning districts. 23.4-11, RVs must be owned by the occupant of the property. At no time shall such parked or stored RV be occupied or used for living, sleeping, or housekeeping purposes. All recreational vehicles must be currently registered, licensed, and permitted by an appropriate governing authority. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on May 20th, 2024. Certified mail was received on May 23rd, 2024. The property was posted on May 21st, 2024. The property was re-inspected on July 23rd, 2024, and photographs have been taken showing the violations. There was personal contact with the property owner. The recommended time for compliance would be August 26th, 2024. Fines following of $100 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by August 26th.
All right, 826, 100 granted, plus
Thank you.
admin fees by 826.
Okay, next is item 60, case number 24-796, property address of 2209 7th Avenue North. Property owner is Real Estate USA LTD, Officer Reese.
You.
Compliance Officer Travis Reese for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case number, owner's name, and owner's address have been read into the record. Reason for this is field of observation, and a case was initiated on May 16th, 2024. Existing violations are 2-75.11. City of Lake Worth Beach ordinance requires that every owner of vacant unimproved property or property containing a vacant building or structure that is located within the city shall register the property with the City of Lake Worth Beach Business License Division by filing a registration application prescribed by the city within 10 days of vacancy. An annual registration is required for each vacant property for as long as the property is unimproved or vacant. The question for concerns regarding a vacant property VPR process, see below. The owners are Realty Estates USA Ltd. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail May 20th, 2024. Certified mail was received on May 23rd, 2024. Property posted was May 21st, 2024. Property was re-inspected on July 23rd, 2024, with photographs of the violations being shown. There was personal contact again with the property owner. Recommended time would be August 5th, 2024, following fines of $100 per day and administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by August 5th.
All right, 8.5 or 100 and admin on the same 8.5.
Okay, item number 61, case number 24-943, property address of 14 Akron Street. Property owner is Tony Buchanan and Ruth M. Taylor. Officer Reese.
It's on a roll.
Code Compliance Officer Travis Reeves for the City of Lake Worth Beach. Case number, owner's name and owner's address have been read into the record. Reason for this violation is a field observation. The case was initiated on June 7th, 2024. The violation is properties not registered as vacant, section 2-75.11. City of Lake Worth Beach Code ordinances requires every owner of vacant and unimproved property containing vacant building structure that is located within the city shall register the property within the City of Lake Worth Beach Business License Division by filing a registration application prescribed by the city within 10 days of vacancy. An annual registration is required for each vacant property as long as the property is unimproved or vacant. The formal of notice violation hearing was issued via certified mail on June 11th, 2024. Certified mail was unclaimed and returned to sender. The property was posted on June 13th, 2024. The last reinspection was on July 23rd, 2024. Photographs have been taken showing the violations, and also contact with the property owner has been made. Recommended time, August 8th, 2024, with fines following of $50 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by August 8th, 2024.
8850 granted.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, that is it for Officer Reese. So now we are going to go to page 17. Item number 67, case number 23-1718, property address of 21 South C Street. Property owner is Brian A. Linderos, Officer Tyler.
Ah, she finally gets up here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. City of Lake Worth Beach, Brittany Tyler. Owner's name and address have been already read on record. This is a case was inherited from a previous officer, Blake Pierre. This was a citizen complaint that was initiated on August 30th, 2023. Existing violations, 23.4-4, repair damage fence on property for 14-32, business license, 1435, use and occupancy inspection, 2-75.6.2, remove dirt buildup from both structures, walkways, and fencing, 23.2-21, apply for, obtain, and pick up permit for fence. All other violations have been complied. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail, April 22nd, 2024. Certified mail was delivered April 25th, 2024. The property in City Hall was posted April 22nd, 2024. Property was last re-inspected on July 23rd, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact was made with the property owner. The city is recommending that the owner be given until August 26, 2024 for compliance or pay the fines of $75 per day. The city is also asking that the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by August 26, 2024.
All right, compliance by 8/26 or $75 a day, along with administrative fees due on that same date.
Okay, next is item 68, case number 24-480, property address of 326 South H Street. Property owner is Molina Auto Repair Corp. Officer Tyler.
Okay, owner's name and address already been read on the record. This was a business license case that was initiated on March 25th, 2024. Existing violations, 1218, remove all trash and debris from entire property. 1432, business license. 1435, use and occupancy inspection. 2-75.6.2, address must be at least 6 inches in contrast and color and visible from the street. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail April 2nd, 2024. Certified mail was delivered April 4th, 2024, posted at property in City Hall April 3rd, 2024. Property was last re-inspected on July 23rd, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact was made with the property owner. The city is recommending that the owner be given until August 26, 2024 for compliance or pay the fines of $100 per day. The city is also asking that the administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by August 26, 2024.
All right, 8/26 or 100 is granted, along with administrative costs payable on the same day.
Okay, next is item 69, case number 24-558, property address of 323 South E Street. Property owner is 323 South E Street LLC. Officer Tyler.
His name and address have been read on the record. This was an internal complaint that was initiated on April 11, 2024. Existing violations, 1218, remove all trash and debris from entire property. 1432, business license. 1435, use and occupancy inspection. 2-75.6.2, house number must contrast and color to structure and be at least 4 inches tall. All units must be labeled. All other violations have been complied. Issued courtesy notice of violation via phone call on April 22nd, 2024. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail April 23rd, 2024. Certified mail was delivered April 25th, 2024. Posted at property in City Hall on April 23rd, 2024. Property was last re-inspected on July 23rd, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact was made with the property owner. The city is recommending that the owner be given until August 26, 2024 for compliance or pay the fines of $75 per day. The city is also asking that the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by August 26, 2024.
All right, compliance by 8/26 or $75 a day fine plus admin costs due on 8/26 as well.
Okay, next is item 70, case number 24-74. This is a request by the city to vacate a previous order at 1308 Lake Avenue. Property owner is Anthony Genovese Trust. Officer Tyler.
Okay. Property address 1308 Lake Avenue. The city has requested to vacate the order finding violation and assessing fine and claim of lien recorded at Official Records Book 35081 at pages 752 through 754 and filed on June 12th, 2024.
Granted. That was hard, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to vacate an order? You got it.
Okay, now we're going back to page 1. Item number 4. It's case number 23-704, public request for a lien reduction at 709 North F Street. Property owner is Church of God, Officer Dorceus, and they entered into a stipulated agreement. It's your lien reduction with 709 North F Street.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorceus of the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. The City of Lake Worth Beach and the property owners enter a stipulated agreement for a lien reduction. City of Lake Worth Beach and the property owner Church of God, the owner of agent of property described below, that the person executing the stipulated agreement have the authority to enter this agreement and bind, that there's a code enforcement lien on a property located at 709 North F Street in Lake Worth Beach. The owner has otherwise met all requirements, section 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of City Code of Ordinance relating to reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on property totals to $7,700, and the owner has agreed to make a payment of $770 to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend to the special magistrate that an order is entered reducing the lien down to $770, and the owner agrees to make the payment no later than August 27, 2024. If the city does not receive payment set forth above, the stipulated agreement shall be null and void with no further action taken by the city. An existing lien amount of $7,700 shall be reinstated. Another one.
Carlos Mejia is trying to keep up with Puerto Rico, but he's not. Making it. But I do like the gold sticker, and no one offered me the gold sticker when I got my notary stamp.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta like get a peel and thing for that. That's pretty cool. The reduction of to $770 payable by 8/27 is granted.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to page 12. Item 46, case number 24-371, property address of 611 Lake Avenue. Property owner is Franklin and Jean Reed, Officer Dorcius.
Owner's name, owner's address, and case numbers are read to the record. Property location, 611 Lake Avenue. This case was initiated as an internal complaint on March 1st, 2024. Existing violation, 23.5-1B, signs for permit. The owner was cited to apply for and obtain approved permit for the sign observed on Unit 613 Lake Ave, Unit 2. 23.5-1E, 13A, sign for murals. The owner was cited to contact the building department to apply for the sign that was actually placed on 611 Lake Ave on the side of the barber shop. All other violations have been complied or resolved at this time. Former notice of violation was issued via certified mail on March 7, 2024. Certified mail was received on March 11, 2024. The property in City Hall was posted on March 11, 2024. The property last reinspection date was July 19, 2024. Photographs of the city has been taken. The city had personal contact with the barbershop tenants and the owner on July 19th. The city recommends the violation be complied by October 23rd, 2024, or pay the fine of $100 per day, plus administration costs of $425.29 made paid by October 23rd, 2024.
All right, 10/23, 100 plus admin on the same day granted.
Okay.
Okay. Item 49, case number 24-656, property address of 14 North Federal Highway. Property owner is Rock Lake Worth Associates, Officer Dorcius.
Owner's name, owner's address, and case numbers are read to the record. Property location is 14 North Federal Highway. This case was initiated as an internal license complaint on May 1st, 2024. Existing violations, 14-32, business license. The owner was cited to obtain an active business license for both Rock Lake Worth Associates and for the tenant Bank of America, whose license has been inactive since 2015. 14-35, use and occupancy inspection for both the owner, Rock Lake Worth Associates, and for the tenant, Bank of America, whose last approved inspection, whose license also is still inactive since 2015. The property was also cited under 2-756.2 general requirements to remove the loose shingles observed on the front side of the bank. In lieu of a storm, the loose shingles can become projectile items. Former notice of violation was issued via certified mail on May 6, 2024. Certified mail was received on May 9, 2024. The property in City Hall was posted on May 8, 2024. The property's last reinspection date was July 22nd, 2024. Photographs of the property has been taken. The city had no personal contact with the owner. Recommendation time for voluntary compliance for 2-756.2 general requirements is August 9th, 2024. Recommendation of compliance for 14-32 business license and 14-35 use and occupancy inspection is set for August 27, 2024, or plus the administration cost of $425.29 made pay by August 27, 2024, or pay a fine of $100 per day.
All right, on 2-75-.6.2, compliance by 8/9/2024. on 1432 and 1435 compliance by 8/27/24, $100 a day fine. Admin costs all payable by 8/27.
Okay.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Okay, now we are going, last but not least,
Who's not buying a lotto ticket? Her.
okay, we're gonna go to page 2, item number 7. This is case number 24-7. This is a public request for an extension of time for compliance at 2615 Duke Court. Property owner is John and Jenny Mayer, Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. Case was initiated on 1/2/2024. Case went to hearing on 3/28/2024. Property was supposed to come into compliance by 6/27/2024. The post-hearing inspection was conducted on 6/28/2024 and found to be in non-compliance. Existing violation of the property is 2-75.6.2 general requirements to move forward with permit application 23-630 for a residential shed, as it has been in the plan review status for over 120 days. Permit application 23-630 is currently in the permit has not been resubmitted at this time. Owner is requesting extension of 90 days. The city is not in favor of the extension.
Okay, so did this one get lost between the filing cabinets or something?
It is,
So, yeah. So that one's took a long time to deny.
mhm.
And they want another 90 days and you say no.
Yes, sir.
It's one of those split the baby things. I'll give them 45.
45, okay.
That way, there's some small amount of equities when that first application took a few days.
All right, so let me look at date certain here, so.
And I like dates certain because they don't like making me do things with.
7, 14, 21, 28. 45 days is gonna be, oh, I can't do my math right now. 25 August that's gonna be 30 and 15. Let's call it September 13th.
9/13. And how much? Oh, it's just an extension of
Yes.
9/13. Extend it till 9/13. We'll probably see them at the 9 whatever hearing. Okay,
Okay.
granted. In part.
Let's go to page 3, item 11, case number 24-640, property address of 2302 Park Street. Property owner is Rosemary Reyes and Mateo Angel Rios Lopez, Officer Bryant.
Thank you.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 4/26/2024. Existing violations of the property are 14-32 business license, 14-35 use and occupancy inspection, 2-75.6.2 general requirements. Please remove unpermittable white carport in the front driveway of property from all areas of property. Please place house numbers on main structure. And 23.2-21 for a building permit. Apply for, obtain, and pick up a permit for white metal fence and shed. Complied violations are 12-17, 2-75.6.6, and 23.4-19. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 4/30/2024. Certified mail was received on 5/6/2024, posted at property and at City Hall 5/3/2024. Last reinspection was on 7/24/2024, found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. I have had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time is September 27th, 2024, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by September 27th, 2024.
Just amazes me how well grass grows for the people who won't cut it.
Exactly.
It's just beautiful. I mean, I would love to have that kind of coverage.
Mhm.
I'm trying to kill mine with fertilizer. All right, 8/27/100. Is that what we're
No.
looking for? Or
No.
no? What was it? Where are our dates here?
September 27th, 2024.
9/27. There we go. 9/27.
And fine amount?
And fine amount is $75 per day.
Okay.
9/27/75 is granted. Okay.
Okay. Item 13, case number 24-684, property address is 1630 North Ocean Breeze. Property owner is Patrick Elber, Officer Bryant.
You.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. Case was initiated on 5/3/2024 as a internal business license complaint. Existing violations of the property are 23.4-6 for a home occupational license. Please apply for and obtain a home occupational license for a realtor/broker. Complied violations of the property are 2-75.6.2 B4 for overgrown landscape/weeds. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 5/9/2024. Posted at property and City Hall 5/20/2024. Certified mail received on 5/23/2024. Last reinspection was on 7/24/2024, found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact with property owner. I have had personal contact with the property owner. Recommendation time is August 30th, 2024, or fine $50 per day. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by August 30th, 2024.
Okay, 830 or 50 is granted along with admin costs on the same day.
Okay, we're going to go to page 4 of the agenda. Item number 15, case number 24-789, property address of 169 Duke Drive. Property owner is SFR 2012-1.
Oh, laptop here now too. Oh,
Florida LLC. I was trying to figure out what was going on over there. Officer Bryant.
Time to check my emails. Come on.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. Case was initiated on 5/14/2024 as a citizen complaint. Existing violations of the property are 14-32 for a business license, 14-35 use and occupancy inspection. Notes are below. Inspection disapproved, violations observed, cracked pavement of pool area, trash and debris, cans/barrels, overgrown weeds/grass, repave pavement of pool area and rear, repair rotten wood of structure, remove trash and debris and cut weeds. Complied violations are 2-75.6.6 fire safety requirements. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 5/24/2024. Certified mail received on 6/3/2024. Posted at property and at City Hall 6/3/2024. Last reinspection was on 7/24/2024, found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. I have had personal contact with the property owner. Recommendation time is October 2nd, 2024, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by October 2nd, 2024.
All right, I'm familiar with these people. They own lots of houses in lots of places. 10-2 or 10-2-75. Is that what we're doing on this one?
10-2, yes, at
10-2-75.
Yes, sir.
Plus admin costs on the same day. Thank you very much. Take your, that's wonderfully cracked. Like, okay, we made it stucco over the top of all these stones.
Okay, sir.
Is that it? All right, is there anything else to be brought before the special magistrate? Yeah, 12:03. Look at that.